Well, hello everybody and welcome to the TDS Wrestling Show and Pro Wrestling World. You just bear with us whilst we just fire up every other platform. Because for some unknown reason we can't seem to do every single platform all in one hit. We don't know why this is or why is this? Why is this?
I don't know.
Don't know. I think we're all good. Are we good? Are we good to go? And yeah, we're good to go. So I'll introduce myself again. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the TDS Wrestling Show and Pro Wrestling World. My name is... where is it? That's my name. My name is Sam Watts. And next to me is... he is my brother from another mother. He is Terry Bloody Johnson by day, Do for Dave by night, and James by default.
Yeah. Do for Dave.
And also next to me is... He's not here. He is not here.
No.
No. So the trio has come to a temporary end just for tonight. Our co-host Darren David Carpenter, DDC, with a bang, could he had another accident, didn't he? So I don't know if I don't know if you guys watched our WrestleMania live stream, night 2 especially. Poor Darren had the poops, and so have I got this right that he's pooped his pants again? Anyway, poor Darren couldn't make it tonight. So these things happen. But in honor of our co-host Darren David Carpenter with the DDC with a bang, we are going to be discussing about Owen Hart, and he named his own son, who's just turned a year old, after Owen Hart.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like Josh Cudlip has just said, I think I know that person. This is going to be a fantastic episode. Well, I think you're going to be very right there, Joshy boy, you dirty little minx. Yeah, that's some other news that we need to talk about. So we have Umi's here. Hello, Umi. How you doing, mate?
Umi.
We have two apologies. First apology is DDC could not make it tonight due to
reasons,
stuff, that kind of thing. And the second apology we need to make is, the last couple of weeks, we have been, there's been a particular thing, hashtag that's been trending for quite some time.
Yeah.
Hashtag justice for Josh. Unfortunately, we are going to have to withdraw that hashtag. There was no justice for Josh. Oh dear, you bloody Wally Josh. You bloody sausage Josh. So what I would say is, guys, get yourself a freaking good Chinese from the Happy Garden and Josh will serve you.
Yeah.
He is your freaking guy.
God, Josh, you dirty little sausage.
Oh dear, what's going on in Pro Wrestling World? Absolutely nothing. Oh dear, because I think there's a problem somewhere there. Oh dear. Oh no, we're good.
Oh fuck.
Poran Ara. I'm really sorry if that is your name.
Poran.
I'm hoping Darren, our co-host, is in the background. He's going to kind of help with the Pro Wrestling World comments tonight. Yeah, Pro Wrestling World is our sister kind of establishment, our other thing, which is very good. So, Umi and Josh and Darren and anyone else that's watching, enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Do you know what? That's right, Josh.
Yeah, you should take that fairy with you in life too, Josh.
I think it's time.
It's time for a change, mate.
What job are you going to go for next? What could you do next, Josh? That's a fantastic question.
It's an interesting question.
It is. It's an interesting topic.
Yeah. I don't recommend working in Boots, Superdrugs, hairdresser shops.
Or JD Sport.
Don't work there.
They're fantastic companies. Don't get me wrong. They deliver amazing products.
They're amazing products.
Fucking brilliant. I had a request today. Do you want any Viagra before we start?
No, my teeth will fall out.
That's fair enough. So I've just dropped her. I just dropped the pearl. So we've also had another request tonight that we were going to try and go PG tonight. I don't know how that's going to go.
Not fucking well.
So anyway, so the new hashtag that was going to start trending tonight is to think of something DDC's DDC poo pants, or I don't know. Hashtag DDC pants. Hashtag. No, to be honest, I'm going to tell you the truth, guys. Enough is enough, and it is time for a change. Darren is PG. You're not. You've got no fucking chance. Well, that's fucking true, Josh.
Yeah, well done, Josh.
Well done, Josh. So,
well done, Darren.
Well done, Darren. I'm missing Darren. It's not the same when Darren's not here. But to be fair, the truth of the matter is, Darren didn't poo his pants, did he, Terry?
No.
It's a very busy time in Darren's life right now. His wife has just come back from a very, very elaborate and I wonder what happened on the hen do.
I would love to go to a hen do.
I think I would.
There's nothing better than a hen do.
No.
I'd rather go to a hen do than a stag do.
Yeah. Big Blue Cage had joined and he's gone. Oh, fine. Cheers, Neil. Nice to see you, mate.
Yeah, cheers, Neil. Good man.
Nice.
Thanks for the
Fantastic human being.
25 second support there, brother.
So there's a lot going on in Darren's life. He's a very busy man.
Yeah.
So yesterday, Darren decided he went to see his favourite football team, soccer team, if you guys in the States.
Soccer.
Southampton Football Club. And I think they are doing quite well.
I think they won 2-0, was it?
That's fantastic.
I think fantastic.
Who cares? But anyway, they're going to, I assume they're going to Wembley Stadium to play. And Darren's going to Wembley Stadium.
Wow.
Isn't that fantastic?
Fantastic. Well done, Darren.
Well done, Darren. Where are you, Darren? Are you here, Darren? No? Oh, right. Well, anyway, we're in a minute, guys. We are going to discuss about this fantastic human being that is here on the screen. I'm going to take this out of his brother's book. He was one of the best there is. He was one of the best there ever was, and he is probably one of the best there ever will be.
Yeah.
They went ice skating, bingo, and castle, and an escape room. So Darren's wife is just returned from Hindu. So Darren's has been looking after his little family whilst his wife has been away. He needs to spend time with his wife because his wife's been away for 3 days. 3 days! Yeah, 3 days, is that what you said, Darren? And obviously, that was Friday night, boyo. Well, either way, Darren. You've had a lot going on. You need to stay home and look after your wife. I understand.
I don't think I want to go on that fucking hen do.
Why is this?
Me ice skating. Me bingo.
Why is no bingo?
A castle?
It's a clash castle.
I don't know what a castle is.
Randy Engel. How you doing, Randy? Nice for you to join the show. Thank you, buddy. Don't forget to tell your friends and your family.
Yeah, don't forget to tell everyone, Randy.
What about the TDS Wrestling Show and Pro Wrestling World, where we bring all your dreams, we make your dreams come true.
Yeah. Yeah, tell all your friends, Randy.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that. Darren, you need to sort out Pro Wrestling World because something's not right with Pro Wrestling World. It's
Fucking told you it's broken.
It's been 2 more days until you're free, Sam. This is true, Nick.
Oh,
I can talk about this officially. Like last week was a bit gingerly. We'll get to Owen Hart in a minute, guys. But thank you, Nick. Don't go away. Don't go away from
no, because Josh is here, Nick, and he's got.
Darren's here.
He needs some advice.
So, yours truly, the showstopper, the headliner, the main event.
E.
Me, Sam Michaels.
Yeah,
I am a sexy boy.
Yeah.
I could be your. Well, I'm Carol's boy toy. But anyway, the truth of the matter is, I am changing my occupation. I'm not changing my occupation. I'm going back to my former occupation, working within the garden machinery industry and logistics, and working for a fantastic company called Alco Garden Tech UK, formerly known as Rochford Garden Machinery in Wincanton, Somerset. And I had a frickin' hell of a great time working there, but things have changed. And 5 years ago, I left, and I've been doing carpentry, put myself in an apprenticeship, and did a fantastic job of that.
Fantastic.
Got myself distinction. I was the what do you call it? Like the
Yeah.
I was the teacher's pet. I had brown on my nose for
nose.
So
And then you had the snip.
and I had the snip. That's a very good point. I had the snip as well.
Lots happened.
Yeah, lots going on in 5 years. I had the snip, losing my hair. Well, I'm still a sexy boy, and I'm still your boy toy. But and I've been working with my cousin Lloyd for 2 years, and I got to meet that freaking that sexy slag Nick Hoskin Jones. He's a bloody fantastic human being, and I've had a wonderful time working.
Does
with my
Nick
cousin Lloyd.
know any single ladies for myself?
I'm sure he does. Yes. He is your guy. He can hook you up with whatever you freaking want.
I wonder if he can sort I out.
I'm sure he can. Of course you can, Nick. But anyway, as of Tuesday, my last day working with my family, Lloyd Hughes Carpentry. Fantastic company, fantastic human beings. I love him. He's my cousin. He's great. But I'm moving on, going back to garden machinery. So it's all freaking going on for the showstopper, Sam Watts. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah.
As well as I did have the snip about 2 years ago. So why are we bringing this up?
I have no idea.
Oh, right. You're on the energy drink. I'm going to have one as well.
Yeah.
The last of my Ice Pop Prime, I've decided to ditch the energy drinks because I'm just going to stick to Hydration Prime because it's fantastic.
That's not a bad one, though.
It's all right. Can of whip ass. Cheers, chicken.
So I got like the original Monster, but the zero sugar.
I like
version.
this.
And you could have got the green top instead of the black.
Have you seen what that lovely Nick Hoskin Jones has said?
Oh,
Wow, that's fantastic, Nick.
thank you, Nick.
He. Do you know what? Nick is quite good when it comes to, you know. He's good at rubbing in cream.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
Especially on what was it? Was it? Oh, I don't know. It's a long time ago. Anyway, in a galaxy far, far away. We'll talk about that on another episode where it's just in the working men's club, you know. So, anyway, any other news that we did? Oh, actually, I'm gonna have a little dig, small little dig before we get to Owen Hart. We will talk about Owen Hart in a minute. Excuse me. What?
oh dear.
Me and the teddy bear and the uncharismatic enigma Josh Cudlip, who works in the Happy Garden, who's just been released from released from his contract. Anyway, so he got sacked from a certain place in Yeovil. So and DDC, bang, we've been having a little discussion about our views on wrestling today, this afternoon.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be open about this. I'm going to keep this 50-50. Like, I'm not going to have a happy, like, really, this is really fucking good, this is really fucking shit. I'm just going to be...
Well, let's try and spin it. Let's put a spin on this.
Go on, then.
So you say your part.
Okay.
And then I'll try and bring out the positives.
Okay.
Normally I'm a negative. I'll try and do some positives.
Yeah, and to be fair to Darren, he came up with a good point when we were talking this afternoon. So, because normally when we're talking about, like, stuff that we don't like, like, especially me or Terry, we fucking shit on it. Like, we really shit on it, and it doesn't... It's not very good for Darren, because he can be the opposite sometimes, or even I can be the opposite, you know? It's just a healthy debate. But what it is...
Yeah, it's just the way it is.
We got to be a bit more professional about what we're talking about sometimes. So...
Oh, you can, I think. That's why I'm not doing the AEW pay-per-views.
No, and that's fair enough.
Because I know I'm not going to bring any positivity to the table.
No. So, and this is the thing at the moment, like, where Darren's feeling quite low with how he sees wrestling right now. He sees a lot of crap coming out of AEW and WWE, which is fair enough. Whereas I think you and I are on the same page where we're seeing...
The positives.
We're seeing more positive out of WWE than AEW.
Well, thing is, I don't watch AEW. So I'm only going on WWE right now.
Yeah.
And I think it's the best it's been in the last few years.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree.
So obviously I'm only going to see the positives in that specific company.
Yeah, so just before we carry on with that conversation, Chris Bertie Burtontron. Have you ever heard of Josh Cutlet Burton? You should,
You two should hang out.
you two should hang out. You'd be best mates. So, anyway, so I'm on the fence a lot with AEW right now because I've been feeling I'm deflated from it. I feel like they're not putting on the best show. Their storylines aren't drawing me in anymore. Even though I'm invested in some of the stars, but like you're gonna have a good. Don't get me wrong, you're always gonna get a good match out of AEW. Never gonna knock them for that.
No.
But the way things are like being portrayed at the moment, and the way the storylines are going, and the production of the company, I just feel like they've gone a direction I'm not very keen on. I think it's like an era thing, you know.
Yeah.
And I think this is what I'm a bit concerned about. Why I'm not liking it at the moment. I want to love it.
Do you think that some of the reasons why you don't like it is because you're watching the old WWE '98, which is fucking awesome,
It's fucking brilliant, isn't it? Yeah.
and WWE right now is better than what it's been in years. So you're watching both of these products. Is that why you think maybe with AEW you're a bit blah?
I think it could be, and maybe that could be why every time we talk to Darren about maybe jumping on the 1998 train, he doesn't want to, or doesn't reply, because it might deter him away from the product completely and not bother with something like AEW.
Yeah.
So maybe are we doing the wrong thing by watching something old? But
I don't think we are.
I don't think we are because I fucking love it.
And I know Darren would really like it because of Kane. It's like his best time.
Like, yeah. But and by the way, DDC is not here. He is at home looking after his family. There we go. We will get to Owen Hart in a minute, guys. Don't worry. We should discuss about this fantastic human being in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really, really strange time in wrestling, to be fair. It has been since AEW's kind of come around 5 years ago. Five years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, 5 years, yeah.
So yeah, no, it's a weird one. I don't know what your thoughts are on the comparison between the two. I'm going to jump on it soon.
No, you ain't.
Oh, Darren's here, commenting through the TDS Wrestling Show podcast Facebook page. Follow, like, subscribe, and share the love, everybody, and get Pro Wrestling World back up and running. I think there's been a couple of issues on there for a while. I'm not sure why, but we're going to sort that shit out.
Just to say,
Go on.
I at one point was a massive fan of AEW.
Yeah, you were.
I was also a massive fan of Black and Gold NXT,
Oh, yeah.
and I even stuck through the 2.0 NXT. I stuck through that.
Right.
That's how I got New Braun Breaker and all that.
Yeah.
But I just don't watch either now. I don't watch NXT and I don't watch AEW. Just not my thing. I don't,
yeah.
because nothing makes. I can't get behind it. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And I think for me, this is what I'm struggling with. It doesn't make... Yeah, you said it. You have said the right sentence. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think, like I said to DDC earlier, I've always liked the back and underdog, as in a wrestler.
Yeah.
So when AEW first started, I started back in like a mid-carder, and then he'll wrestle on Dynamite, and then he's off TV for 4 months. I find it hard to get behind him. You know, it's just... That's a lot of it. That's most of the reasons why I couldn't do it.
But DDC came up with a fantastic point today. Everyone is dropping like flies. Massively.
Yeah.
There are so many decent guys that are just... They're off at the moment. They're injured. Or having babies, or... I haven't seen Alexa Bliss in, 2-3 years?
Do you know what? Like, what thing I liked about the new generation was the wrestling was so much more basic.
Yeah.
Less injuries. Just so much easier. You imagine Bret Hart right now in his prime wrestling in today's wrestling.
Right.
He'd probably be injured by now.
Yeah. What are they doing wrong or doing different to get themselves in this position?
I think a lot of wrestling now is very much fast paced.
Yeah.
It's more go. People expect it more. People want to see this dare dive in, and it's just. Well, I'm used to British Bulldog giving someone a headlock on the floor for 2 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
I'd rather see that or a full Nelson or a drop toe hold than what I would see a 450 splash.
Yeah.
but that's just me.
Yeah. No, you and I grew up
In that era.
In that era, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we appreciate the old school wrestling, like from this guy, where his wrestling ability was second to none.
Yeah.
And that's the type of wrestling I really enjoy. And this is the type of wrestling you get to see a lot from AEW from time to time, depending on the match, depending on the wrestler in AEW. Whether I do understand what you're saying, when you see a lot too much of this flippy stuff in AEW.
Yeah.
You definitely do. Depends on who you're watching. I've watched one match this month where it took me back in time and made me feel like a fucking kid again watching an old wrestling match. And it was last week on... Oh my God!
Fuck me.
Holy shit! What the fuck was that?
I don't know, but that scared the living shit out of me.
Did you guys see that? Did you freaking see that? The Winged Eagle, the WWF Championship, just fell down. Just fell down. Holy shit, the fucking bed.
If that hit you on the head.
I would have been fucking stone cold out.
Yeah.
Well, fuck me in the ass. Well, actually, don't do that. That's a bit gay, but...
Yeah, don't do that.
Holy mother of God. That's not the first time that's happened either, because I came in here one day back in the winter and it was on the freaking floor and I was like, Mamma mia, my freaking belt is on the floor. And, well, there it is. Fucking hell, bells. What we do, we're going to put it here tonight. Is that all right? Can you guys see that? Oh, no, you can't really, can you? I have an idea. Well, Tyler Pemberton. Hello, boyo.
Hello, Tyler.
Tyler frickin' Pemberton. How are you, mate? How is life in the United States of America? I bet the weather is fucking glorious and better than... Well, to be fair, it's been pretty good here for a change. Enough is enough, and it has been time for a change. If I put that... Yeah, move that. That's quite important. If I put... Oh, so it's not working, is it? Oh, fuck my life.
Oh, dear.
This is not going well. Let me just clean that up.
What the fuck just happened there?
I don't know. Let me just clean the freaking... Oh, dear. We've got fucking Prime everywhere. Oh, my God. Oh, let me just clean this up.
Have you been drinking, young man?
I wish I fucking was. Oh, no.
You ain't been on that triple Baileys, have you?
No, I haven't. I'm going to have to take these off.
I'd rather you didn't.
Oh, you might like why. I'm going to have to. This is going to get sticky. Oh, no. Dear, oh, dear. Right, let me put that in there. Here we go, guys. Right, there we go. First time for everything. You get to see... No, you don't, but Terry gets to see me do a podcast in my underpants. Oh, no. Are you comfortable with this, Terry?
Yeah, it's just a standard night out when I was about 22, mate.
There we go. Right.
I wish you put some fucking pants on though, mate.
Look at the size of that. Jesus. Right.
You don't wear pants either, then.
I like Right, so let's But what are we talking about?
I don't know. I can't really focus on this now.
So, oh dear, what were we talking about before my fucking? Oh dear. Darren would get quite upset about this right now. Sam, don't take your underpants. No, it's fine, Darren. It's fine.
Dear.
You've seen it all before. Right, what were we talking about? Can anyone remind us what the hell we were just talking about?
I don't have a clue.
The fucking belt falls down and then... Oh, no. Oh, well, now what's going on? Oh, that's right. I thought my fucking... Oh, dear. Oh, right. What's going on here? What's going on in pro wrestling? Well, let's reply to some of this, shall we?
Yeah.
So
I think DDC's on
DDC is on it. I'm going to jump on. I'm also losing the will to live with AEW. Well, funny that then, Paul. Funny that. It's like there's no story writers in AEW. Just throw two random wrestlers together. Another problem with his wrestlers is also wrestling in other companies. Oh dear, here we go. It's a shame, personally. I'm hoping it picks up when people get back. Yeah, I do like wrestlers tend to have more freedom than WWE. Owen Hart's ghost.
yeah, it could be.
Could be Sean Moniz. That certainly contributes to the problems. Overexposure of talent. Also know the storylines, but Young Bucks. But the Young Buck and Pony, and I don't rate them. So whatever. To point out, I don't want to buy a ticket from Wembley, but I reckon MJF will be back at the London. Yeah, quite possibly, Paul. Put the Polish sausage away. Polish sausage? I don't have a Polish sausage. So this is great. This is about Owen Hart. So Celtic Belly or Bella.
It's a lovely name.
Yeah, I miss Owen. It's hard to believe he's been gone 25 years this week. I wish WWE would have let him do a storyline showing his sense of humour and pranking. I would love if they had Natty win the match against EO the day before his birthday and dedicate it to him. Fantastic point.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been great. That would have been bloody perfect. I love that. That's good. Anyway, so what's his title? Good, beautiful boyos gaming on this gorgeous day. Gaming? All right. Oh, fair enough, Tyler.
Don't do that, Tyler.
You don't. Too much gaming's bad for your health. You might end up with square eyes or I don't know. What happens if you do too much gaming? You can become socially awkward around other people.
Yeah.
You could do, Tyler Pemberton. Don't want to become socially awkward, otherwise you become one of those like outcasts, like you just don't know how to mingle with people.
Yeah.
Don't want to do too much of that.
Nah.
Yeah, see, like me, I'm the showstopper, the headliner, the main event. I'm a sexy boy. I'm always out frickin' talking to people and showing them my frickin' do for Dave downstairs, you know? Look, he's all bunched up. He's you feel uncomfortable, I'll put the... Tyler, did you see that? Did you see the frickin' the WWF Championship fall down? It was a spooky ghost. It was a spooky ghost. It was a spooky ghost. You already are, Tyler.
That's the issue, Tyler.
Come and hang out with the boyos in the UK. Enough is enough. It's time for a change. We can sort that out.
Yeah.
So, what we are here for tonight is to discuss. We're here to talk about Owen Hart. So, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get a little blurb up of the of this guy. So I think Umi saw the freaking lot happen. Oh my lord! So let's get Owen up. Owen Hart.
That's Pornhub, isn't it?
No, that's not. That's X movies.
Oh,
yeah.
She was talented. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, she's bloody lovely. So here we go, guys. So Owen James Hart, born on May the 7th, 1965, was a Canadian professional wrestler who worked for several promotions, including Stampede Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, WCW, and the WWF. He received most of his success in the WWF, where he wrestled under both his own name and the ring name, the Blue Blazer. A member of the Hart wrestling family, he was born in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the youngest of the 12 children of Stampede wrestler promoters Stu and Helen Hart. Amongst other accolades, Owen was a one-time USWA Unified World Heavyweight Champion, a two-time WWF Intercontinental Champion, a one-time WWF European Champion, which I keep forgetting he's a European Champion, a four-time WWF Tag Team Champion, and as well, which is what I fucking love, I love this, he was the 1994 WWF King of the Ring. He headlined multiple pay-per-view events in the WWF and was widely regarded as one of the greatest company's best in-ring performers. The next thing, which is the most unfortunate part, we'll probably talk about later on in the episode. So Terry, Owen Hart. Where do we start, boyo? Luke Rainsford. Hello, boyo.
Too sweet for the pod world order.
How you doing, good mate? We're talking about Owen Hart, and I spilt some Prime all over all over my frickin' MacBook and all over my frickin' my shorts. I'm now basically in my underpants, and the winged eagle's there because it fell down. It was a spooky ghost. So Owen Hart signs with the WWE in 1988.
Yeah.
But Vince doesn't want to use the Hart name
Because there was too many Harts.
because we already had the Hart Foundation going on. As it was already well established, he didn't want to start throwing in the Hart name within the mix.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the Blue Blazer gimmick was created, where and to be fair, he got right behind that Blue Blazer gimmick.
Well, do you know who come up with the Blue Blazer gimmick?
Was it Bruce Pritchard?
No.
Go on then.
Bret Hart. It was his idea, the Blue Blazer gimmick.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently I heard this on a podcast. God, it must have been a couple of years ago, where it was on Bruce Pritchard's podcast where Conrad Thompson said that he was supposed to be called the Blue Angel.
Right.
I don't know if you ever heard that.
No.
No, I think it was a myth like within backstage or something. But
Yeah, it could be true.
I'm gonna put that there. Oh, your Mother Mary says. Well, I see Terry has got there, so off to tidy up. Night. Oh,
Thanks, Mother.
good night, Mother Mary. I hope you're not having to clean up after him. Oh, Teddy Bear. Yeah. So, where else are we to? So this is only Owen's first stint in the WWF, like during because he only goes as the Blue Blazer just about a couple of years now.
Yeah, I know. He had a Mania match. That was Southern.
WrestleMania 5, Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still,
He got a Mania moment.
he got a Mania match.
He must have been quite young at this point as well. He must have been 24.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he must have been young.
yeah, 23, 24. Yeah, he was definitely very young. But he's not really in the WWF for that long. But before he has his first stint at WWF, he's especially in like 87, 88, he does a huge amount of work in Japan, and obviously Stampede Wrestling. He had a lot of success there, and you know he. I don't know if you ever watched any of his Japanese stuff before he went to WWF.
I've seen bits.
I think the stuff I've seen is after he left the WWF the first time, because he went back.
Yeah.
He went back in '92. Is that right? No, I'm not sure now.
It might have been 92 when he was high energy, yeah.
Yeah,
93. Around that, it was around that
yeah.
period, yeah.
Because so he disappears for a couple of years and then he comes back. Where Brett is the one that wants him to come to WWF in the first place, and then eventually Brett's like, "You need to get my brother back. You need to get my brother."
Well, he's
back.
tight. He was working a few matches down in WCW,
Yeah, he was.
but yeah, he only did a few matches.
He wasn't there long. Literally only a matter of months.
Yeah,
This is the time where WCW was just. It was not being funny. I don't think wrestling in general was very good during that entire period.
no.
So, do you want the fan on? By the way, you're getting a bit warm.
It's getting a bit warm. I'm okay for now.
You sure? I'm happy to put it on. I'm happy to move for you, so I can let my downstairs department breathe.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Bear with us, guys. Just bear with us.
It's gonna put the fan on because it's a bit hot. Oh,
We could. There we go. Oh, I'm worried it might get a bit cold downstairs
Oh.
now. Oh my god! So, what else are we to on this? So after WrestleMania 5, he leaves the WWF and works in various other promotions. Oh, he goes to Germany as well. Forgot to mention that one.
yeah, you don't want to go there.
But he, even before he went to the WWF, he did some stints here in the UK on our old ITV Wrestling World of Sport. He did pretty good over here as well. That's right near the end, the last leg of World of Sport before it closed.
Oh, okay.
So you're talking like very early 80s.
Oh,
So
I didn't know this.
there you go. Yeah, he's only about 20, 19, 20. Even though like he's got a wife at home. He's already married to Martha.
Good hell.
I know.
You don't mess around.
Different breed, mate. Different breed. Once you know you got the right one, you go for it, you know? So anyway, Hart. After WrestleMania 5, he leaves WWE and works in various promotions, Germany, Japan, and WCW down in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's just see how things are doing on Pro Wrestling World. Are you on top of that, DDC? No, he's not. No, he's not. No. Pro Wrestling World is not doing good. I'm worried about Pro Wrestling World, guys. Had a bit of a problem with that, and it's still a bit.
Yeah.
So, Owen Hart returns to the WWE for a second time, teaming with. He teams with Neidhart. And this is what I loved about Owen Hart. Like I wasn't watching wrestling at this point when he came back to the WWF second time round, but I was. I have gone back and watched all this. You've watched all this stuff.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to refresh me. Like when he comes back into the WWF, I know he does a bit of Coco Beware. But
So this was around the time it all started.
yeah,
So, see, I knew Owen Hart more so from his Hasbro wrestling figure with Neidhart
yeah,
because they were the
New Hart Foundation, weren't they?
yeah.
Which is what I liked seeing some of that. They were technically a heel group, weren't they?
Yeah.
Because Brett had already gone off to do his single stuff.
Yeah.
So, when was it? Is it end of '93 where they got the Survivor Series match where you got all the Hart brothers?
Survivor Series '93.
Yeah.
That's when when he started planting the seeds for Owen.
That
night.
Yeah. And to be fair, like this is the stuff I've gone back and watched, in the last couple of years, especially in the last couple of days. I've been watching a lot of Owen Hart stuff.
Yeah.
That was talk about storytelling, like compared to today's stuff. This is 1993, where wrestling was like the shits. It wasn't the best, but that story was just fucking perfect, which led to one of the greatest rivalries of all time.
It was my favourite rivalry of all time.
Yeah,
My favourite match of all time. Yeah.
you've had two favourite matches of all time out of this feud. You had the cage match at SummerSlam as well, didn't you?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
But see, Owen was not meant to have been the brother again. This was based for Bruce.
So yeah, this is. Do you know more? Do you know about this? Because I don't know.
Vince was more higher on Bruce than Owen, and he wanted Bruce to get the storyline with Brett, but Brett pushed for Owen, and yeah, as simple as that.
It was to me. It was always going to be Brett and Owen.
Yeah,
Even looking back,
fuck Bruce Hart.
I just can't.
Nah,
No. He'd never had any charisma.
no, his wrestling in the actual match itself was shite.
Yeah, he wrestled in that Survivor Series match, didn't he?
Yeah.
And this is where I thought, no.
Brett
no.
versus Bruce at WrestleMania 10. Fuck, no.
He wasn't established enough anyway, and Owen had done the legwork. He'd done all the work.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I love watching the Owen Hart stuff, like especially the early stuff, because he was just. I think he's probably in his best shape of his career at that point.
Yeah.
So going into WrestleMania 10, which to me is probably my favorite. It is my favorite match of all time. Thanks to you, by the way.
Yeah. That's a wrestling match.
That is any of you guys, if you're not even a huge Owen Hart fan or Bret Hart fan, watch Owen Hart versus Bret Hart, WrestleMania 10, the first match on the card. You can't top it.
Yeah.
It is the ultimate class of wrestling. It's my favourite match.
It's funny as well because I've said this in previous podcasts. The rivalry here was Brett wouldn't fight his brother,
That's right.
and Owen was attacking Brett. Brett wouldn't do nothing. Then all of a sudden, bang.
And then 4 years later, you get it with Kane and The Undertaker.
Yeah, and that is why a lot of people say Kane and The Undertaker, like that feud, the rivalry, the storytelling. I don't rate it high because
You've already had it.
I've seen the original version,
Yeah.
which was just gold to me.
Yeah.
So seeing it redone, it just didn't feel as big.
No, I understand. Yeah.
Purely that.
Yeah. No, I get it. I do get it.
In fact, I think the Bret and Owen storyline to their Mania match was a lot more better
Yeah.
because there was a lot of twists and turns in it as well. Owen obviously fell out with Bret at Survivor Series, and then Thanksgiving around the table they made up.
Yeah, that's right.
And
yeah.
they did it for the parents and the family. And then they become a tag team. They formed a tag team alliance, both of them, and they were kicking everyone's ass.
Yeah.
They were untouchable.
Yeah.
And they got all the way to the Royal Rumble, and they were ready to go. They were fighting the tag team champions, and they lost. Bret Hart's knee gave out. After the match, you know, Owen helped Bret up, and then bang, took him out.
Yeah. It's just so good.
And then 2 hours later, Bret goes and wins the Rumble.
Yeah.
Owen's not happy.
No.
And then it all starts. The night after Royal Rumble to Mania, yeah, jealousy kicks in. It was good.
So good. It, you know, for me, this is magic because I had to go back and watch it all. I was never watching it then, but going back, it's just so good.
Yeah.
It is just bloody brilliant. And the thing is, we've got all this stuff on the end of our fingertips or on a phone. It's just like, network, off you go. Everything's there.
Yeah.
It's so good. It is so good. I really recommend you watch that. Just watch that whole feud. So we get WrestleMania 10, in my opinion, the best match of all time. I
Yeah,
just think
100%.
it's amazing. Don't get me wrong, a year ago I wouldn't have said that. But because of him, because of his influence of the new generation era, you've done it for me.
I think it's what you look for.
Yeah.
It's everything you want out of a wrestling match.
Yeah.
It's got the story there. It's got them both being brothers. And then you got the wrestling itself. It speaks volumes.
Yeah.
And yet again, like the Royal Rumble, Bret loses.
Yeah.
And at the end of the night, Bret celebrates. He beats Yokozuna. Bret's the new champion. And then Owen comes out. The ultimate stare down.
Yeah.
And even Macho Man was like, get in the ring. Get in the ring. Like, your brother's just won the title.
Yeah.
And Owen was just pissed.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think though that time even that year, that was the year of Owen Hart. He did so good.
94 was the year of Owen Hart.
Yeah.
He owned that year.
I wanted him. Do you know what? Going back and watching it, they should have put the belt on him.
They did for 2 minutes.
But they wouldn't fucking acknowledge it, would they?
Nah, I do.
It looked good on him though, didn't it?
Yeah.
It looked so right.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I just think he was brilliant. I just think he was so good doing what he did that year. He didn't just beat his brother at WrestleMania 10. So leading into 1994, obviously, yes, we get one of the best matches of all time at WrestleMania 10. He's challenging for the World Championship, but he also wins the King of the Ring tournament in 1994. Didn't he defeat 1-2-3 Kid in the final? Is that right?
Final was Razor Ramon.
Okay.
So he faces 1-2-3 Kid in a semi-final or quarter-final.
Yeah.
Can't remember, but it got voted the greatest match that is under 5 minutes long.
It was brilliant, wasn't it? You told me to watch it. It's fucking brilliant, guys.
That
watch
match
it.
is less than 5 minutes, and yeah, it is good. Owen went on and beat Razor in the finals.
Yeah.
Razor was about to win. Then we got the return of the Anvil. Jim the Anvil returned at King of the Ring 94 to cost Razor the King of the Ring.
Got you.
And then Owen becomes King of the Ring as the Rocket Owen Hart. And then he changes it to the King of Hearts.
Well, yeah.
Owen Hart.
This is good stuff. I'm loving it. So yeah, leading into 94, we get the cage match with him and Bret at SummerSlam.
94, yeah.
That was really good. It was there's so much going on in that match.
Should have main evented, by the way.
What did... Oh, God, it was
yeah,
Undertaker, wasn't it?
Undertaker versus fucking Undertaker. God, that was torture for me. I didn't watch it. I've never seen that match, to be fair. I can't be fucked. I have no interest.
It is terrible, I'll guarantee you that now.
But the thing I liked the most about Owen and Bret in the cage match was, throughout the show, they were going to the audience and talking to family members, and all of a sudden, the British fucking Bulldog was back.
Who's not actually even contracted at this
Nah.
point.
And he was there. Then the Anvil was there. Then they started having a heated dispute about who's going to win.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Good way to put the Bulldog back into the business as well. So
And the cage match, the big blue cage. Classic.
big blue cage. Yeah, I bet you're loving that. Neil.
You know why they got rid of that cage for?
No, why is this?
Because 85% of the wrestlers today it's going, they could probably just get through the holes. I am not kidding.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Actually, yeah. Oh man. So, what else have we got? So, leading into 1995, like the
Okay, can we just mention two more things about 94?
go for it. Yeah.
Something that's really pisses me off, one of these things. But after this SummerSlam match, this don't piss me off, this is good. There's a match with Bret Hart and the British Bulldog versus Jim the Anvil and Owen Hart.
Right.
That whole match is in HD on YouTube, so anyone can watch it.
So, what's this? Sorry, that.
Bulldog and Bret
Yeah.
versus Anvil and Owen.
Right.
It's like a real classic tag match. And you don't even need a network to watch it. It's on YouTube.
And this is that Survivor Series.
No, on Monday Night Raw.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, just type it in and you get the whole match.
Right.
But the thing that pisses me off the most, we all know that Owen should have won the championship in 94. But we do know who did win the championship in 94. Bob Bloody Backlund.
Oh, that's it. Survivor Series, isn't it?
Oh, it pisses me off because I think Owen had the best year. I think Owen's year was better than Bret's because Owen played the greatest character of that year. He was out wrestling Bret. Owen was better than Bret that year. I mean, Bret was good, but Owen was a bit better. And then Bob Backlund's the one who gets a reward. And it is only for 24 hours before he loses it the next night to Kevin Nash, Diesel. I just think Owen should have had that win.
I agree.
Play a little bit.
Yeah.
It was an I Quit match. I mean, Owen could have just made Bret Hart pass out, and then the match ends that way. So Bret still looks strong. Owen gets the title for 24 hours. Then let Diesel win it. Whatever. But just let him have that moment.
Yeah.
But they gave it to Bob Backlund.
Yeah, that sucks.
Bullshit.
Fuck you, Bob Backlund.
Yeah, fuck you, Bob Backlund, you piece of shit. Go back to fucking 1976, you prick.
So, going into 95.
Fucking Bob Backlund. Yeah, sorry.
So it's okay. He kind of goes face, doesn't he? Turns babyface.
What time frame's this?
So he's part of a tag team with Yokozuna.
Oh, yes. The mystery partner for WrestleMania 11.
That's right.
That was great. I love that.
You like that, don't you?
Yeah, that was a good match. Him and Smoking Guns. It's probably my favourite match of WrestleMania 11.
Do you know what? I don't think I've ever watched it.
Well, WrestleMania 11 sucks ass.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hello, Andrew Green. How you doing, buddy?
hi, Andrew. We're at 95 at the moment, Andrew. Yeah, WrestleMania 11 sucks ass. And yeah, I did enjoy that tag match. Weird combination, but yet really worked. I don't know why, it just worked.
Yeah.
Big guy, fast guy. I do like that kind of team.
I know what you're saying. I think for me,
They teamed for a while as
they
well.
did, yeah.
Nearly a year.
Yeah.
Just under a year to that date.
So, when does the British Bulldog kind of come into the picture? And is it it's 96, isn't it? Because I don't know a huge amount of 95 when it comes to...
so I can run you down quickly.
Oh, of course, he joins Jim Cornette, doesn't he? Camp Cornette.
Okay, so I read a few things with Owen Hart. He did really take a back seat in 95 till the end.
Was he out injured or not?
No, not really.
Okay.
He was still there, but they were pushing other people like King Mabel at this time. Which is shit. And Sid. I'm okay with Sid. But Owen Hart. So we go King of the Ring 95, no. SummerSlam 95, no. So just before Survivor Series, he gave Shawn Michaels... No, he didn't. Survivor Series 95, the wildcard match.
Oh, yeah.
I told you about as well.
Yeah.
It's a great 8-man tag. I can still remember it. It was Psycho Sid, British Bulldog, Shawn Michaels and Ahmed Johnson against Razor Ramon, Owen Hart, Yokozuna and Shane Douglas. Great match.
Yeah.
And then the next night on Raw, Shawn was against Owen. The match was incredible. Owen gives him
Insecurity.
and then Shawn Michaels collapse after a skin of the cat.
Oh yeah.
And then he goes off with kayfabe brain damage
Yeah.
that keeps him out to the Royal Rumble. So the rest of the year then, Owen's feuding with Diesel, the heel Diesel as well, because he turns heel, which is a bit weird. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it in 95.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, okay-ish.
So, So the early part of '96. Remind me what happens with Owen around that time.
96, he was really involved with Camp Cornette. That's when it starts.
So when does Bulldog join this Camp Cornette train?
He's already in it.
Okay,
So Bulldog joined Camp Cornette, the week before SummerSlam 95.
Right, okay, this is interesting, right?
So he turned on Diesel in a tag match.
Right, yeah.
And then the next time he saw Bulldog, he cut his hair and was a heel. But he joined, because you remember in your House 3 main event,
Yeah.
all titles on the line, winner takes all. Well, Bulldog replaced Owen Hart then. And then Owen turned up at the end and they pinned Owen, which didn't count because he wasn't even in the match.
Yeah.
That's Bulldog being in Camp Cornette then.
Okay.
So, but 96, so we go from the Rumble, we get a new member of Camp Cornette, which is Vader.
Yes.
The debut of Vader, which was great. And then they kick out Yokozuna. And then this is the real Camp Cornette here. Because Mr. Fuji's gone. Because somebody made a push him down a set of stairs. Yoko's out because they broke his leg. And now we got Bulldog, Owen and Vader. Camp Cornette. Fucking love Camp Cornette. Andrew Green likes Camp Cornette, I bet.
Andrew Green likes 1995. This is a good year. 1995 is an interesting year in wrestling because for me, 1995, I was watching ECW only to start with. And then within months, I was watching WCW.
Unfortunately, I'd like to say 95 was probably the weakest of the new gen.
Right.
I mean, yeah, there's some cool things in 95. Debut of Goldust, Hunter's Helmsley gimmick. Yeah, they're both cool. Return of Sid.
Yeah.
Hakushi.
See, underrated, I think.
Jumpy Out of Feet. Yeah, some cool stuff. So we had Cam Cornette. And I recommended a match as well with Cam Cornette. And that's International Incident 9, winner against Sean Ahmed and Sid.
This is July of 96.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going into, obviously, the build for Michaels and Vader for SummerSlam. Fuck that match.
Shit.
But if you're interested in Vader and Sean, watch International Incident the month before because you get Owen and Vader and Bulldog and it just gels better.
Yeah.
But by this point, Owen's around the King of the Ring time, he breaks his wrist.
Right, yeah.
Which was great because he was allowed to use that in his matches. SummerSlam 96, opening match, Owen does it again. Steals the fucking show. Him and Savio Vega, that match is fucking great.
This is SummerSlam 96.
Yeah, it's the opener.
Right.
Match is gold.
Yeah.
I was sat there just thinking, I didn't like Savio at this time. I knew he was okay. We're already a fan. Watched it. Saw Savio Vega coming out. I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, I remember.
Right.
So I seen this when I was like 8. Saw Owen come out. I thought, fuck me, this is a good match. And Owen obviously uses his wrist. Pays off. But yeah, that was cool.
Okay.
Really underrated Owen match. And then we get to the time frame I think you're referring to now with Owen and the Bulldog as a tag team.
1997, I'm a little bit sharper on. I've even got on my notes, I got 1996, and I just put your name next to it because I knew you'd know.
Well, 96 is when they actually won the tag titles.
So they won the tag titles in October?
I believe at Mind Games.
Games, yeah.
Of 96, yeah.
Fuck me. Why is it that us wrestling fans, I'm not saying all wrestling fans are like this, but I must be on a spectrum of some sort. I must be, because The amount of information that my head seems to store on all this wrestling, and the same with you.
It's pointless. It is so pointless. I can't remember fuck all, but I can remember stuff that happened back in 94, 95, 96. It's like, if someone asks me a question, a really important question, I'll be like, I don't know, but I know that Eisen Yankum choked Bret Hart out with them ropes back at SummerSlam 95.
Yeah.
And they look at you like, what the fuck are you going on about?
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. I know what you mean. I totally get it. I think I was at work a couple months ago, and Nick, you know, the slag.
The slag.
I said to him, right, pick a year, and I'll be able to tell you some information about something. And I think he picked 2001. I was like, WrestleMania 17. I'll give you every match, every result. You know,
Yeah.
Reliant Astrodome in Houston, Texas, 67,925 fans. You know, I just know it. It's that kind of shit that's stuck in my head forever.
Which is yet so pointless.
Pointless to anyone.
Well, not pointless doing this.
No, of course. Look what it's created. This amazing podcasting office. But it's just amazing how we both remember this stuff. But so 1997, Owen Hart is one of my favourite years, definitely. Excuse me.
Him and Bulldog tag team champions, but yet in a feud with each other.
It was just magic.
But yet it was a
magic.
friendly feud.
Yeah.
Or was it?
Was it or was it not?
You just don't know.
No.
And it was started like just at the bloody Royal Rumble. It's just like, okay, they're planting the seeds. I thought they were going to have a match at Mania.
Yeah.
I thought that's the way it was going. And I think I wish that did happen. So I think that would have fucking been awesome.
God. WrestleMania 13.
Oh, such a shit match. Disappointment.
It was Bulldog and Owen
Yeah.
and Ahmed. No, sorry. Oh, Vader, wasn't it? Was it a 6-man tag?
That was 96.
So-
97 was Bulldog and Owen versus Vader and Mick Foley, Mankind.
That's right. Okay.
Nah.
No.
Double DQ when it was double count out.
What am I thinking? It was a 6-man tag.
That was WrestleMania 12.
No. It's WrestleMania 13. It was Ahmed in Road Warriors versus
Oh, okay. Nation.
Nation, yeah.
Yeah. Ahmed. Yeah. And
That was a good match. I like WrestleMania 13. I think it was a pretty good match.
yeah. Not so much the Rock and the Sultan, though.
No, Rock and Rikishi. I did it for the Rock. Anyway, leading into 97, so we have the heel turn of Bret at WrestleMania 13 against Steve Austin. Again, one of my favourite matches of all time. Excuse me. I'm going to read Andrew Green's comment before I go too far. So Andrew Green has said he's a top fan of the TDS wrestling show Pro Wrestling World. Thank you, Andrew, for the love and support. Owen Hart and the British Bulldog should have been WWE World Champion at some point. It's a great shame that it never happened. Yeah, I agree with you, Andrew. It had to be at the right point, though, if you know what I mean.
So I don't know about Sam. For me, I would say Owen Hart would have been good for maybe like a month or two in 94 period.
Yep, I agree.
I think that would have been best and to help with his feud. British Bulldog, I've never really thought about him in that respect. I don't know what time frame I would have.
There's one opportunity for Bulldog to go over where he was at his best, and that was King of the Ring 96. Sorry, was it King of... No,
Yeah.
when did he face Shawn?
96.
King of the Ring 96.
Yeah.
So, Beware of the Dog.
Yep.
So,
Beware of the Dog, Beware of the Dog 2, and King of the Ring.
So Beware of... Is that how many times Bulldog faced...
Yeah, 2.
Right, okay. I'm a little bit rusty with 96, I must say. But that was the only time I thought, you got to, if it's going to work, you got to do it now, do it quick, otherwise it's never going to work again. Because with British Bulldog, it was never going to work in 99 when he came back.
See, I don't think it would have worked in 96.
No, okay, fair enough.
I think if I had to put a year on it, I'd probably put 95. So Bulldog was turning heel in 95 anyway. And he turned on Diesel just before SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So I would have made Bulldog win that year's King of the Ring to keep it in the family for the third year. Then Bulldog's King of the Ring. Then he turns heel, turns on Nash. There's your feud. He beats Nash at SummerSlam 95 instead of the King Mabel shit that we had. Bulldog beats Nash. Bulldog's champion. And I probably would have let him have a couple month run with it.
So that's an interesting.
And then he
time
would have
period,
lost
right?
it at Winter Combat because it was him and Diesel for the bout anyway. So
Winter Combat. Is that December of '96?
no, that was believe it or not, it wasn't. Winter Combat was bloody October.
It's autumn.
Yeah. In Your House 5 was Seasons Beatings.
That's September.
No, September was the triple header.
So Seasons Beatings was December of '95.
5, yeah. And then the In Your House 4 was Winter Combat. In Your House 3 was all the gold triple header. Yeah, so I probably would have gone for Bulldog around the summer of '95 after him coming off winning the King of the Ring.
Right. Okay.
If I was going to do it, because Nash run was getting bad.
I
Whereas
did-
Sean, I was still invested in mid of '96.
yeah.
Yeah. Never
Okay.
really thought about that.
Very good, Andrew Green. Thank you for that, mate. So let's go back to 1997. Brett has turned heel. Owen and the British Bulldog are already a tag team as a heel to a degree.
Yeah.
Actually, before we do that, before WrestleMania, actually,
Yeah, here it comes. I know. I was gonna pick you up on it. Yeah.
that European Championship was created, and the British Bulldog and Owen Hart had a match in Berlin in Germany, which was just unbelievable. One of the best matches ever.
I would say that was to me that was in my top 3 greatest matches of all time again.
My top 5.
Yeah.
Just absolutely amazing.
I'd take that over Bulldog and Brett '92.
Yeah, I would.
I just think the match was good.
Bulldog and Brett. Oh god, it's so my top 10 matches of all time change all the time.
Yeah.
It's so hard to pinpoint it, you know?
A lot of thing that pisses people off is I prefer Bulldog and Brett In Your House 5 over the SummerSlam match. I just think it was better.
Sorry, Brett and Bulldog in Your House 5 over SummerSlam 92.
Yeah.
In Your House 5. Do you know what? Because I started doing some of the early In Your Houses. I'm only done up to 2, I think, at the
That was the
moment.
best In Your House of the year, In Your House 5.
Is it?
And it's funny. It's some funny shit.
I need to...
It's worth a watch. That's some shit I'd love to do a watch along with you with In Your House 5.
If you guys would like us to do some watch-alongs, you can join some watch-alongs. We're going to do some In Your House stuff. Because I don't know what your algorithm's like on Facebook or YouTube, but a lot of new gen stuff's coming up a lot at the moment, especially even Instagram. And I'm thinking,
This
It's only a matter of
is
time.
my gold.
yeah. So In Your House 5. Okay.
I would if you were free one night. Now we're on the podcast. If you were free one night and I'm free, if it's a Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, whatever, I'd come down and we can watch In Your House 5.
We should do that.
Yeah.
I think Darren, even though Darren's not a new gen fan, I think he would appreciate it. I think he'd love it.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah. Darren
Oh, fuck.
appreciates a good match.
I'm just going to have to let everyone know as well. We do have some other unfortunate news. Darren isn't even going to be with us next weekend. Darren's, we're going to do a live watch along of, well, hopefully we can, providing, well, I have to talk to Jorge. King and Queen of the Rings next Saturday, which works in our freaking time zone.
We're okay. Yeah, Darren sorted it.
Darren's going to be with us.
No, Darren sorted it with Jorge.
He has,
Yeah.
but Darren's not going to be with us,
No.
which is a shame. So Darren, you're not going to see Darren this week, and you're not going to see Darren next week, unfortunately. However, the week after that, which whatever that topic will be, I'm not sure. I have it somewhere.
I think it is 98.
Over the Edge 1998. So Darren will be back for that one. That'll be
Yeah.
good. So anyway, moving on, guys. So should we jump back into '97? We get a
European.
freaking great match for that freaking belt over there, the European Championship. Hell of a match, and then fantastic. WrestleMania 13. We know what happens there. Then after WrestleMania 13, we have Revenge of the Taker. So this is where Owen Hart and British Bulldog start to reconcile with Bret Hart. It's around about this point, isn't it? Was it just after? Was it a cold day in hell?
No. I think it was around the Revenge of Taker.
Yeah, I thought
It was.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I just remember seeing something. Yeah, I'm pretty certain.
I think it was even a few weeks before.
Right.
Because Revenge of Taker was Bret and Austin. And Austin had Bret in a sharpshooter and Bulldog come out to save Bret with a hit.
Yes, that's right.
So that was Revenge of the Taker. So it was around that time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, yeah.
So there we go, guys. We get the Hart Foundation is reformed.
Yep.
And it's not even finished yet.
No.
So this is what I'm loving. We're getting some great matches out of all of them. You know, Owen's facing various people every week. But then Jim the Anvil Neidhart returns.
Yeah.
That's another part of the Hart Foundation. It's all coming together. And then eventually we get Brian Pillman join the Hart Foundation, which, to be fair, in my opinion, was a little bit off. But it worked kind of well with the storyline with the Hart Foundation versus Steve Austin. Brian Pillman being Steve Austin's former tag team partner in WCW, the Hollywood Blondes.
Yeah.
Kind of, it made sense to a degree, but I felt like putting a person that wasn't even related to the family, an American as well, into the Hart Foundation just seemed a little bit
Yeah. Wasn't he trained in the dungeon though?
I don't really know, to be fair.
Brian Pillman, I think he was.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's why.
But who else would you have put in that position over Brian Pillman?
No one.
No?
No, I was okay with Pillman.
Fair enough.
I feel like if I could put any wrestler from any company, then I probably would have gone for someone like a Jericho or Benoit in the Hart Foundation, but hey, they weren't there.
There's one person that I always used to think, this is years ago I used to think this, but I know we couldn't wrestle at the time, and I didn't know up until recently that the Dynamite Kid and British Bulldog weren't even talking at this point.
No.
But I felt like the Dynamite Kid would have been a good addition to the Hart Foundation. However, I think he was the type of person that wouldn't have been able to have adapted into what was going on in the business at that time.
Yeah.
Turns out he wasn't a very nice person.
No.
Which is sad.
But yeah, I think like with Pillman, it was obviously he knew Austin better than anyone,
Yeah.
and I think his connections with the Hart family.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing something with Pillman with the Hart family. If anyone knows, there is some sort of there's something there.
We can have a look, I think. Let's do Brian. Oh, it's Brian. Brian.
Whilst you're looking for that, before this, Owen Hart won the IC Championship.
He did.
From The Rock. Oh no.
He Brian Pillman.
Stampede Wrestling. His appearance with Stampede Wrestling.
Oh, there we
Trained
go.
by Stu Hart.
Yeah, he went to Canada. He went for Stampede. Yeah, so that there is a link.
He was a tag team with Bruce Hart, known as Bad Company. So he was teaming with the Harts back in the 80s.
Okay, kind of. Yeah, I see. I didn't know that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
There we go.
I knew there's some sort of like connection. 6 kids? Fuck me.
Holy shit! He didn't hang about.
He was bloody speed and spicy, wasn't he?
I seen. Oh, where the hell? I saw someone. A couple of years ago, I saw someone wearing that Brian Pillman T-shirt.
That's a bit head fuck, isn't it?
I was like, where the hell did you find that shirt? That is incredible. And he didn't even know it was a Brian Pillman shirt.
Did he not?
No, I was like, that T-shirt is freaking gold.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I like Brian Pillman in WWE. Even though he never had many matches, but he was good. Was his mum from... His mum was Welsh.
Was she?
think so.
Why did it say that?
I have no idea where I saw that now.
His father died of a heart attack when Pillman was 3 months old.
Pim was born in May the 22nd, 1962 to a Welsh mother named Mary. Ah!
Is your mother Welsh?
And his sister was Linda.
Holy shit! And a brother called Phil.
Ah.
Is your mum Welsh?
No.
Oh, right.
No.
No. Where's your mum from? Shaftesbury?
Bournemouth.
Oh, Barnmouth.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm the only Shaftesbury boy in my family.
Oh, I see.
And Dummy.
And Dummy.
And Spud.
Of course. Keep it in the family, you know?
Yeah.
Keep the legacy alive. How's Instagram doing? Yeah, ooh, I see Hope joined the show. Hello, Hope.
Hello, Hope.
So, all pro wrestling world. Darren, I think he's been on it. How's Darren doing? Oh, no, there's not really a lot been said on it. W needs to publicly admit oh, God, what the hell's going on here on pro wrestling world? Shit the freaking bed. I miss Owen Hart. It's hard to believe that he's been gone 25 years this week. I wish WWE would have let him do a storyline showing his sense of humour and pranking. I would have loved if they had Natty. Oh, we've read that.
You read that, yeah.
Celtic Bell. I'm hoping with Vince now gone from WWE that Martha would let WWE use some of Owen's name and likeness. I want Owen to be in the Induction Hall of Fame. WWE needs to publicly admit to negligence and wrongdoing that led to his death. Yeah, fair enough.
Celtic Bell?
Celtic Bell, yeah.
Yeah, WWE they can use Owen Hart's stuff pretty much.
They can use anything from his matches. They just can't even mention his name, which is a bit shit.
They can't he just can't do any video games or. I mean, they could bring out an Owen Hart DVD. Well, they don't do DVDs, but they could bring out Owen Hart stuff. That's already happened.
Yeah. So, I was hoping AEW would do the Owen Hart Cup this year. I'm going to talk about that myself in a bit.
We'll get to AEW.
Yeah. So, anyway, moving back on to... Yeah, so 90... So, he when does Owen win the IC Championship?
So, I know The Rock wins it in February of 97, Rocky Maivia. And I believe he loses it... Oh, fuck. I want to say early May.
Okay.
On Monday Night Raw.
Right.
Yeah, because Bret Hart's in the wheelchair.
Okay, yeah, that's
the
right.
stage.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's around, it was May of 97 Owen won the IC.
Got you.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, very, very good. Loved
If
all
you
this
think
stuff.
about that now, that Owen Hart beated The Rock for the IC Championship, it's a big deal. It wasn't at the time,
No.
but it is now.
This is one person. Again, I think we'll talk about this later on. Yeah, discussing the legacy of Owen, but I think Dwayne Johnson's going to have a big influence on what would be great to come, maybe, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that down on my notes, actually, just so I don't forget. So, I've lost my page. Oh, my God. So, 1997. Canadian Stampede in Your House 16. That was great.
Yeah.
Such a good match.
The whole event was good.
It was a really good pay-per-view. They're still carrying on, which is what I like. I loved the Triple H versus Mankind feud that's going on.
Yeah.
We get that at King of the Ring, from Triple H winning the King of the Ring. Then we get it Canadian Stampede. We get it at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I think it ends around just after SummerSlam, and then it leads back into October where Cactus Jack debuts.
Yeah.
It's just bloody good. But putting that to aside,
it's very smartly how they did it, because when that ended, Cactus Jack, they went into the feud with the Outlaws, and that's how DX and the Outlaws become friendly.
Yeah.
They escalated into DX.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
that is that's the storytelling. It just flows.
Yeah.
It's good.
So, Canadian Stampede.
Fuck him. That it wasn't in your house.
That was... It really was, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think that was probably the best ever in your house. And do you know what? There was only like 4 matches.
Yeah, I think there was. Should we have a look at the card, actually?
I remember an amazing light heavyweight match on there with Tucker.
Taka Michinoku versus... yeah, what
The
was it?
match was incredible. I know that to me is near enough a smoking skull match. They gave it like a world title.
Didn't we review that last year?
Yeah, we did.
Well, I'd love to look at that again. So, yeah, In Your House 16, Canadian Stampede, was held in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, at the Canadian Airlines Saddle Dome. 12,151 sold out crowd. I must add that because I... so, let's have a look at the results. 4 matches.
4 matches, yeah.
There was one... what's F mean?
Free for all.
Oh, yeah, Free for All. The Godwins defeated the New Blackjacks. So the first match on the card ended in a double countout, which was Triple H versus Mankind. The Great Sasuke defeated Taka Michinoku, which was exactly 10 minutes. That was a good match. That was good. Undertaker versus Vader, again, was a good match for the WWF Championship.
Yeah.
And then the Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman Hart, Brian Pillman, the British Bulldog, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and Owen Hart defeat Ken Shamrock, Goldust, Legion of Doom, and Stone Cold Steve Austin in a 10-man tag match. 24 minutes and 31
But
seconds.
you add all them matches together, that's less than an hour for a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
See what I mean? With today's wrestling, WWE, people criticise that. But to me, I'm used to this. It's always been a norm for me.
But this was like a 2.5-hour show.
Yeah.
Like, what did we have a couple months ago that was really like 4 matches and it was 4 hours show?
Well,
Elimination Chamber.
yeah. Well, in all fairness, Backlash, you went back to 3 hours.
And it worked so well. I mean,
4 hours? No.
5 matches and 3-hour show.
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect. I was so happy with
4
Backlash.
matches in a 4-hour show, not so good.
No.
4 hours, it's not needed for a B pay-per-view.
I felt like Backlash this year, it felt right again.
Yeah, it just flowed.
And it was a really good show.
I'm hoping, I know we're going off to, but I'm hoping that King of the Ring is only going to be 3 hours
Yeah.
and not 4. Just a fucking other hour is just too much. Keep that for like your Manias and your SummerSlams and your Survivor Series and Rumbles,
Yeah.
but not for the B pay-per-views.
What I liked about Backlash as well was we didn't get all these constant advertisement segments in between matches constantly for like 10 minutes. It was just like, right, let's get on to the next match, right? Let's get on to the next match. And it was really good. Gave everyone plenty
Do you
of time.
know why they didn't? You didn't get a lot of that at Mania either.
No.
Do you know why you're not getting as much now? Because they're promoting it during the matches more on the billboards around the ring and aprons.
Yeah.
If they didn't do that, you'll get the adverts.
Yeah, you're right.
Now they're advertising it on the ring post. They can flow easier.
Yeah.
That's what I read anyway. It kind of makes sense.
It does. It does, to be fair. You're right.
Fuck the 4 hours. I ain't got time for that shit.
So, what's Andrew
I got
Green's...
fucking Pornhub to watch.
Andrew Green has said, instead of doing the Warrior Award, they haven't done that anyway for a year or two, they should change it to the Owen Hart Award. I can't see it happening, but you never know. Now Vince is not there. I think we're going to get to this later on, Andrew. I got a couple of cans to open regarding all this. So, yeah, I like what you've said there, man. That's good. That's Pro Wrestling World doing. You looking after Pro Wrestling World, Darren? Yeah, you do that, DDC. You little good. Well done,
Well
Darren.
done, Darren.
Well done, Darren.
Well done.
I need to put that big eagle back up there later on. Bloody bitch. It doesn't look right, does it?
No.
No.
A white strap into her look right there, though.
Yeah, Big Blue Cage. Whatever happened to that white strap into Continental Championship belt, eh?
Could you get a belt in your corner there or not?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, we can get another one up. I don't know how we're going to do that with the camera though.
No, like to the right, to the left of you.
There.
Yeah, there. Down
Oh
there.
yeah, absolutely.
You got the space.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My ass is sore. Right. Okay. Moving on. SummerSlam 1997. Owen does a boo-boo. Not one minor boo-boo. It's a fucking massive boo-boo. He only drops the biggest star of the WWE at the time on his frickin' head.
Yeah.
Power driver gone very, very wrong. sit on your ass powerbomb, which him and Steve Austin apparently had discussed this before the match, not to do it, and he was supposed to drop on his knees like the Undertaker. And to be fair, I used to really like watching Owen's pile drivers, his tombstone pile drivers.
Yeah.
But on this one occasion, he decided to drop Steve Austin on his head, and that was a huge mistake. Man, that was the end of it.
Why would Owen Hart want to even do a tombstone pile driver anyway? Not to sit down, but like they thought he was going to do a tombstone.
Yeah.
Well, whilst Kane and Undertaker was doing that move, I don't know what they would have got from that.
I know, it's a weird one. It's a weird one seeing a shorter person do a
Do
tombstone.
a tombstone. Enough people doing tombstones.
It's like watching the Young Bucks do
The
it.
move was really, yeah. That move was just Owen doing that to Austin was just not necessary.
No, and it ruined him.
Yeah, the match is never going to be a big match rating because of that.
Yeah.
Shitty ending.
I remember watching that last year when we were going through all the 97 stuff. And that was it started off really good. And then, boom.
Austin wins the Inter. I mean, Owen Hart, when he drops him, Owen knows pretty quick, like, I fucked up. So he's got to play towards the crowd and just figure someone out. I think they should have just called the match. X'd it. That's what they should have done. Because you think that Austin winning that match looked crap. Absolutely crap.
Yeah, yeah.
And what happened? Austin had to vacate the bout, and Owen won the bout anyway. So Owen's still the champion, technically. So they should have just chucked the X up, and then there's your story then. Austin wants Owen's ass. There's your story.
The Monday Night Raw after SummerSlam, you look at Owen's face. Not just for the first week, but the second week afterwards as well. His face tells a massive story that he feels really bad for what he's done. He stumbled with his words doing this promo.
Yeah.
He looked tired. He looked upset. He genuinely knew that he had messed up.
Yeah. But they were good friends
I know, yeah.
until then. Yeah, I don't think their friendship was ever the same after then.
I think because Owen was a prankster, he used to tell a lot of jokes, and I think Steve Austin naturally never found them as funny anymore because he nearly ruined his fucking life and career.
He didn't even ring him or nothing.
No, it's a weird one, wasn't it?
Even Brett said, like, Owen never rang Austin.
Yeah.
I mean, that could have been out of guilt. But, yeah, you still ring up someone. If I drop someone on the head at one of my good friends, I'll make sure they're okay. I wouldn't just ignore them.
No. Strange one. So,
but they had their rematch at Survivor Series 97.
yeah.
And that was disappointing.
Yeah.
Because the Austin I knew was not the Austin that we got then.
Austin won, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like from this point, I just feel bad for Owen to a degree. Because after this, he starts a feud with Triple H.
Yeah. Well, wow.
Well, DX.
Well, yeah, they tried to start a program with him and Michaels,
Yeah. Which could have been good.
which I would have loved to. That's another one of them what if things again, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the build was there. Brett just got screwed. Owen was obviously pissed. Sean comes out, takes a piss out of Brett. I think, and Owen, as Brett's brother, attacks Michaels.
Yeah.
And that attack was great
Yeah.
in your house, DX. I think there's your main event for the Royal Rumble right there. Owen, Sean, WWE Championship.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
It would have been so good. Yeah. Yeah. And I just feel like we were.
And granted, okay, I know a lot of people say we got Michaels Taker casket match in 98. For one, Michaels gets injured. And two, I don't. Taker never made sense to me why he even got that match. There was nothing in that time frame that says, yeah, Taker deserved that.
Did Taker have a match at
He's
Survivor
too busy
Series?
hiding away from his brother, wasn't
Yeah, did he have a match at Survivor Series, Taker? I know Kane had a match with Mankind, which was odd, but
he? I don't think Taker had a match, no.
Taker had a match at D-Generation X against Jeff Jarrett, which was
Yeah.
pointless.
Then all of a sudden he's number one contender.
Yeah, I can't quite remember what happened there.
There was literally no build.
No.
I specifically, because this Owen and Sean thing at Royal Rumble really bothered me that it never happened. So when I went and watched the timeline, I really focused on this period of time and just thought the Undertaker Michaels thing just don't make sense. And it didn't. All it did was help Kane and Undertaker's story.
It did, and then look what happens to Shawn. Like,
Yeah.
not have you got Austin nearly on the shelf, but Shawn then is on the shelf for 4 or 5 years.
I would have loved for it to be Michaels and Owen. Owen had Sean and Sharpshooter, the ref's down. Michaels is tapping. Owen's waiting for the ref to, and then Triple H hits him with the crutch. You know when he does that in the Rumble? He should have done that against Owen and Michaels for the bout. And then Michaels wins. That's fine, but at least Owen would have been... You would have took Owen seriously then as, right, this is the main event guy now we got to get behind. This is Brett's replacement. And if anyone could replace Brett at that time, it would have been Owen.
Yeah.
Because if he weren't on the same level as Brett, he was just above in some ways. Owen was your guy. But no, they bumped him right down to the mid-card and he was fed. He's treated like a bitch again.
So he begins more of a feud with Triple H from this point. He's chasing the European Championship, which is cool. I don't mind this.
No.
We had some really good matches out of it, to be fair.
Yeah.
And then, when is it? It's not long after... When does he turn heel? After Unforgiven? Unforgiven 98? Or was it after WrestleMania?
Unforgiven.
So-
After Unforgiven.
After Unforgiven, that's
yeah,
right,
yeah,
yeah.
Just recently.
Yeah, that's it, because he's now turned on Shamrock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I love this.
That was a good turn.
Because we're now doing the 1998 timeline. We're on a certain point where are we to? We're about last week of May, I think we're about to hit.
Yeah.
And he's now part of the nation.
Yeah.
Enough is enough, and it's time for a change. We're getting this, and I love this. I quite like this Owen, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's not. Don't get me wrong. It's not Heart Foundation Owen, but it's something different.
It made zero sense, but
It did.
I like it.
Not make any sense. No.
But I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I even like the shitty attire. The road signs. I
Yeah.
didn't mind that either. Yeah.
I think what got me watching back at this is you think what we had in 1994, 4 years ago, to what we got now of Owen Hart. It feels a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's why I was happy to see. I thought he was going to be in the main event scene in 98.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to get the 94 version, but this time Owen's playing a face like his brother. I thought this was going to be Owen Hart's year, 98. And I thought, can you just imagine? I thought 98, he's in the main event scene, and then you turn him heel, make him a heel in 98, whilst Austin's babyface in 98. Then bang, put them together.
I just like this because he's like called the Black Heart, isn't he?
Yeah.
In 98. It's cool. It is really cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Most of
You don't reckon that's why I put
Hey?
the Black Heart, is that his, you reckon that's why they put him in the nation because of that?
It could have been. I don't know. It's a little bit stereotypical if that was the case, but
The nation really was though.
yeah.
That's the thing I didn't understand with the nation was they were all about colour.
Mm.
And then Owen goes into it. A bit strange. But
It
yeah,
is.
it's all good. It's all good.
So the later part of 1998, he returns after the nation thing all kind of folds. He becomes the Blue Blazer again.
Yeah.
Ran Survivor Series in the Rock Bottom.
Yeah.
I was like, hang on a minute. And I feel like, is this Vince punishing him or something? But,
Of course it was. Shit.
I can't quite remember very well at this point. We're going through the 1998 timeline. Around the end of this year, we'd know what's happening. I can't quite remember. It's been 26 years since I last watched that
same.
part of, WWF. So, yeah, we get the return of the Blue Blazer again, which is a little bit odd. Bit like, why have we got him back? And then we have him, and then he's gone again. And then he joins Jeff Jarrett, and they form a tag team. Become tag team champions.
That was good.
This was good stuff. I loved, what was he called himself? The Urban Cowboy or something? Jeff Jarrett or something. Not double J, J double F, J double T. Or, yeah, whatever. He wasn't that type of Jeff Jarrett. He was like the version 2 Jeff Jarrett. You want to call him that? Which I really like this tag team.
Yeah.
Going into WrestleMania 15, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Who did they face?
Test and D'Lo Brown.
What?
Which I think it was Test and D'Lo. I'm gonna check.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't they win a match? They win the Battle Royal?
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking testing D'Lo Brown. What a weird.
And this is a strange WrestleMania because it's not the most highly rated one, but we got a lot of matches.
Yeah.
We got 10 matches out of WrestleMania. So Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart defeat D'Lo Brown and Test to retain the WWF Tag Team Championships.
3 minutes and 58 seconds.
God damn it.
Your tag team championship match on a WrestleMania was less than 4 minutes. Fuck me.
I just felt like this WrestleMania 15 was like a very messy Monday Night Raw.
What the fuck was up at WrestleMania 15?
I know.
Me and you we've spoken in depth about how to rebook WrestleMania 16.
Yeah.
I think it's one of them episodes. Me and you just need to rebook WrestleMania 15 because that was not good.
It was not good, was it?
That's our next WrestleMania we got to watch as well.
WrestleMania 15, yeah. We'll be all right with it.
Fuck's sake.
We'll be fine with it.
Dear me.
So, yeah. It's cool. And then again, after this, they lose. When did they lose the tag belts? I'm trying to think. It's on a Monday Night Raw, I think. It's on a Monday Night Raw. I think. I'm going to check. Here we go. Oh, yeah, we forget to mention that Owen Hart drops Dan Severn on his freaking head.
On his head.
Just like he did. Yeah, so this is how the Blue Blazer thing comes about. Yes, it's all coming together. So he drops Dan Severn on his head, just like he did with Steve Austin, injures Dan Severn exactly the same way. Then Hart seemingly quits the WWF, and then he plays off I might as well just read this off. So playing off the legitimate injury Hart had inflicted on Austin the year before, the angle blurred the lines between reality and storyline. Yet as soon as Hart quit, the Blue Blazer appeared in the WWF, claiming to in no way be Hart, despite it being very obvious who was under the mask. Unlike the first run of the character, the Blazer was now an overbearing, self-righteous heel who treated the edgy WWF Attitude Era with disdain. Hart and Jarrett ended up making the storyline comical. To prove that Hart was not the Blazer, he showed up beside the Blue Blazer, who was passed as Jeff Jarrett, in a later attempt to prove that neither Hart or Jarrett was the Blazer. They both appeared next to the man in the Blue Blazer mask. However, it was obvious that the black man was under the mask. Hart's former tag team partner was Coco Beware. I remember this now.
Coco Beware?
Coco Beware.
What's on an episode of The Attitude Era?
Yeah. January of 25th, 1999. The mid-set of the Blue Blazer angle, Hart and Jarrett defeated Ken Shamrock and Big Boss Man for the WF tag titles. The pair successfully defended the belts against Test and D'Lo at WrestleMania 15. They lost the titles to the team of X-Pac and Kane. Yes, this is all coming together on a pre-recorded episode of Monday Night Raw that aired on April the 5th, 1999. However, Hart and Jarrett continued the team together until Hart's death in May over the edge. Yeah, so they weren't tag team champions at this point, but there we go.
Yeah.
So I quite like the Kane and X-Pac tag team. It created a hell of a good storyline, which should have led into WrestleMania 16, not freaking No Way Out 2000. So
Oh dear.
so right, the next thing is the next thing is the fucking bad bit, really.
Yeah. So a lot of people reckon the blue blazer was yet again a punishment
Yeah,
because Owen didn't want to do the angle with Jeff over Deborah,
yeah,
which was like, if you don't know, they wanted Deborah to like Owen to pretend to have a like a kind of like a love interest in Deborah. But Owen didn't feel comfortable because of his wife Martha, so Owen refused to do it, basically. And then it was option B, which was the
B Blue Blazer.
because at this point they were kind of running. They were running out of things they could do with Owen. As good as Owen was, sometimes you can run out of things to do, and I feel like they kind of haven't done everything. I feel like him and Jeff having a feud. Take the Deborah shit out. Him and Jeff would have been very good, and that would have been a good program for most of '99. But yeah, Owen didn't want to do it because of the Deborah, which is in some ways totally get that.
Yeah, I get it.
But then in other ways, you got to think the Attitude Era is a soap opera. It's like saying to Phil Mitchell when he stands that he can't snog that woman behind the bar in the Vic because he's married in real life. But I don't know. Fucking hell.
Jesus! Well, excuse me. Good God Almighty!
God.
Look at this. Look at this on PWW.
Well, we're doing really well. Is that 100?
Yeah. Oh dear. We're doing better. Aren't we? So right, we're going to. The next thing is the Blue Blazer challenges the Godfather for the WWF Intercontinental Championship over the Edge in Kansas City, Missouri, on the 23rd of May, 1999.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the shit bit. So, I'm going to tell you my story of how I found this out.
Yeah.
So the night after, this is on May the 24th, on a Monday, I come home from primary school to watch the recorded, well, my dad had recorded Over the Edge 1999 for me on VHS, recorded all of them. I've got the copy at mum and dad's still now. And watching that, my mum and dad were like, what the hell's happened to him? Because I was screaming and crying. I was 10. I was 10 years old.
Mm.
And to find out that, something had happened, I remember this so vividly because it was such an awful experience. Like a 10-year-old have to endure that. You're watching a show and one of your guys that you watch on TV's died. It didn't feel right. Knowing that there was a huge... thank you, Tyler. We really appreciate that, mate. Thank you, buddy. I'll just put that up there. Tyler Pemberton, everybody. Thank you, boyo. Thank you very much. Missing DDC, though. Would have great to have had the other boyo here, but you're looking after his family tonight. So I was screaming and crying later on in the show where Jim Ross announces that he... an accident had happened and he had fallen and Owen Hart has died. Owen Hart has died tonight in a tragic accident here tonight. Whew. That was a bad night.
Mm.
I didn't sleep. I don't think I even slept that night. You remember certain things that happened to you in your childhood, and that's a lot of wrestling things for me. I have never forgotten. Experiences watching certain shows or certain things happening. I remember like the place and moment I was at, and that was one of them. My mum and dad had a Mitsubishi TV, big square thing. It used to twizzle. It was quite cool. I remember watching that on the living room floor, and oh boy,
Yeah.
That was an awful evening for me. And because I knew it was Owen Hart, and I loved Owen Hart from like the year before, and oh man, it was so shit. Over the Edge in 1999 didn't even make it on Silvervision's VHS. Silvervision is the UK distributor for WWF tapes at the time. They didn't even release Over the Edge on VHS. You couldn't get it until the network arrived. Like,
I don't even think it should be on the network.
they've completely deleted the whole segment from the whole thing now.
The whole event should be taken down.
So,
The whole event shouldn't even be on there.
do you think they should have stopped the show?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think they should have. Looking back, they should
And
have
for them to put this show onto the network, it's wrong.
Yeah.
You see Owen's blood in the ring. Still. It's like, ugh.
It's scary.
We could have had, the whole show could have involved 4 Smoke and Skull ranking matches. I still won't watch it. It's fucked up.
It is messed up. I think, again, so our view is they should have stopped the show.
Yeah, any wrestler that dies in the ring, the show should end.
Yeah.
No matter if it's a wrestling move that goes wrong. If Owen drops Stone Cold in his head in 97 and Stone Cold dies,
They should have stopped the show.
stop the show.
Yeah.
So
No, you're right.
A person's died in your ring.
Yeah.
Not carry it on. Fuck the audience. Give a refund.
Yeah.
Like, someone's died.
Yeah.
Fucking bad.
So, Owen Hart...
What did they say? They basically come along, scraped them off the mat and sent the next boys out. Words of Bret Hart.
He's right. He's right, yeah.
Bret said, would Vince have carried on the show if that happened to Shane? Or would Vince stopped?
Yeah.
Because it was Owen was like, yeah, next.
Yeah.
Disgusting, man. But then Vince McMahon's a bitch anyway. Clever, but a bitch.
So Owen was supposed to make his superhero-like entrance, portraying himself as the Blue Blazer, wearing the harness to drop himself and lower himself down as the Blue Blazer, the superhero.
Yeah.
Malfunction, no one is ever going to really know apart from him. He was the one that was there, and there was probably some other rigger bloke there as well to help lower him down. Either there was a problem with the strap, he didn't clip himself on properly.
They reckon the one that him and Vince was practicing with was fine. But there was such a delay of trying to get it all out.
Yeah,
So they gave him like a quick release
yeah,
instead. And they wanted Owen's measurements like a week before the event. And they reckon, so kind of what you hear is that some of the feathers or something from his Blue Blazer thing was in the quick release. And where he's gone to straighten his jacket, it's flipped the quick release, causing him to fall.
horrific.
I don't know if that's true or that's WWE just trying to push slight blame onto Owen, which wouldn't fucking surprise me.
So Martha said that the clip that they used on that night was a different clip to what they were using as well.
Yeah.
To what they were used to using.
Yeah. This new one was the quick release. Stick to what you use, innit?
Yeah, but Jesus, man, like, it's so bad. It's so bad. As a 10-year-old, it was a very bad experience. I think my mum and dad weren't very happy that I even watched it. Obviously, no one saw him fall. Only the people in attendance may have seen him fall. There's been interviews where people had seen him fall. Jimmy Corderas, the referee who was in the ring, heard Owen
Shout.
He's like, move, everyone move. And Jimmy was holding onto the ropes, and obviously the bounce back from the ropes where he had landed on the ropes.
Yeah.
And from that, Owen passes away from
some blunt force trauma to the head, wasn't it?
Blunt force trauma. So basically, his aorta.
Oh, from the internal bleeding. Sorry.
So I Google it. Your aorta is basically your main thing that runs throughout your whole body, like you with your nerves and your bloodstream and all that stuff. Snap the naff from the impact.
Yeah.
You're never going to survive that. And it's and to die that way with 2 young children at that age, and with a wife as well.
Well, yeah, because he's your age now, 34.
And he was. I'm 35 now.
So he's younger than you, younger than DDC, younger than me.
Yeah,
Wow.
34 years old, married with 2 young children. It's basically our situation, really.
Yeah, when we were 34.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's. I couldn't. I looking back and thinking what that poor family had to go through. It's awful.
See, May the 24th, 1999, I didn't watch any of Over the Edge because we were up at 8:30 in the morning, and me, my mum, and Doug Stanger's wife, us 3, we were going on holiday. Weird setup, don't ask me how. But us 3, we were going to Weymouth. We were staying in his house for a week. We get there, and a lady opened the door, and I was wearing a Stone Cold t-shirt.
Right.
And she said, "Oh," she said something about my t-shirt. I think it was like Other Side Jackass t-shirt. She was like, "Oh, because I'm 12." My mum said, he's a big wrestling fan." She said, "Oh, is it bad about that wrestling tragedy that happened early hours this morning?" I said, "Oh, what was that?" She said, "Oh, Bret Hart died in the ring." Bret Hart. She said, "Yeah, he was coming down from the rafters, like a superhero entrance." I said, "You sure it's Bret and not Owen?" She said, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, it could have been Owen. Could have been Owen." And I get told that. I got no way of knowing. No internet.
No,
Nothing.
We had nothing, did we?
And I know, me being young again, 2 days later, they brought out the WOW magazine. Remember WOW? World of Wrestling? W.H. Smith went and got that because I wanted to read about Owen Hart's death. So I get it, look in it, and there's a whole article, 2-page article of Owen Hart. But obviously, when it was published, he was still alive. So nothing about his death.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm just like, fuck. And then all of a sudden, we go down to the club that evening on the Wednesday night, and there's a paper there of like maybe the Daily Star, and they say wrestling hero, legend, family or something. Owen Hart died tragically in the ring, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. So when we get back from our holiday, straight home, put on the VHS, watched Over the Edge. 99, watched it. And fucking bad, man.
That's an incredible story.
It's no way of knowing. I'm on fucking holiday. It's the last thing you do, isn't it?
Yeah. See, I was at school. I had to go to school. I'm very certain I was at school. Maybe half terms work different back then. I don't know. I have no idea.
My mum used to just keep me off school.
Did she?
Yeah.
But
She didn't give a fuck. She wouldn't get away with it this day and age. With it.
no, that's the difference. 26 years ago, 25 years ago. I remember my dad telling me to come into the living room when I was upstairs. Maybe a couple of days later, saying it was on the news. I ran downstairs and I remember watching it on the news. I think it was ITV News.
Yeah.
Or ITN, sorry. Which I think it's still called that now. But God, like it was such an awful time. I didn't watch Monday Night Raw until Friday because here in the UK we never had Monday Night Raw live until Fridays.
I missed that.
Yeah, I used to love a Friday. Monday Night Raw, then Saturday morning, Sky One, SmackDown.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Then Heat on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Just a flow. Like Friday, the whole weekend, 3 days of wrestling. Then the whole week, then do whatever.
Yeah. Best times of my life they were
Yeah.
as a wrestling fan.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
So yeah, it's kind of sad. Like we're talking about Owen Hart, and then you get to this point.
Yeah.
It's very, very sad what happened to him. But we want to dream. We want to think, what if? So the question is, here's the question for everybody and for you, Terry.
Yeah.
If Owen Hart hadn't died, what do you think he would have done from going forward? Where do you think he would have gone through in 99, 2000, 2001, and etc.?
He could have potentially have been the he could have been the one who got the push instead of Triple H in '99.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he could have.
maybe. Yeah, I could have seen Owen feuding with Austin. I could see Owen feuding with The Rock. Owen and Rock, 99, 2000. Could have seen it.
It's so difficult to think of these things when you know what's already happened, you know?
Yeah. Triple H was very much... But then Triple H was climbing the mountain, to be fair, at the time, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Owen Hart. I just don't know. It's hard because where he was in '99 when he was alive, to me, it's like they ran out of things to do with him.
Yeah.
So I don't know what would you have? How would you have booked?
I personally think, for me, this is how I see Owen Hart in '99. I think they would have fucked him over for most of '99.
Do you think he would have joined the corporation?
No, I don't think I've always saw him.
Oh, because he was alive then anyway, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he wasn't. Forget that. Forget that.
I think he would have done really well in 2000, especially with Kurt Angle being around, the Radicals being
Oh,
around.
shit me.
We would have had some incredible
Jericho.
matches. Yeah, exactly.
Taz. Fucking so many.
And I think he would have done well working with those guys to work him back up to that. He could have been the first Eurocontinental champion. He could have been. Well, maybe not because it was D'Lo Brown and Jeff Jarrett. But
Do you think Owen Hart could have had the run that Angle did in '99, 2000?
I think he could have well have done easily. And I think even if Owen hadn't even got to that point, I think even if he had worked alongside Angle, Jericho, and Benoit, imagine them four.
Oh, fuck me.
It would have been insane.
Yeah.
It would have been insane. 2001, 2001, the imagination can be as wild as you want. 2002, though, I think he would have done really well. Going into the Ruthless Aggression era, I think he would have done very well with a lot of the guys they were bringing in. I would have loved to have seen Owen Hart and Brock Lesnar. I would have loved to have seen that.
You would have liked that?
I think I would have, yeah, because it's so different, and you've still got that amateur background from both guys.
Yeah.
But I just think that would have because both guys weren't the best on the mic,
Nah.
but they were both fucking good in the ring, and I think that would have been like magic.
So when was Owen Hart's contract up anyway?
End of 2000 no, it was end of 2000, November 2000, I believe.
November 2000. So Owen was going to leave anyway, regardless. So he wanted to be a fireman, and that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
We can only go off that.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if Owen left at November 2000, I think what you said, like him working alongside Jericho, Benoit, Angle, gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would have been a good way. Even Owen working with people like Malenko, Saturn, like I said, even Taz, all of these like talents, that would have tied him. He would have had enough to tie him over till November. Then he could have retired in November. Happy days.
Yeah. I would have struggled to have seen him to have a WWF Championship run, to be fair.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you were going to, like I said earlier, if you were going to, it was 94. That's when it needed.
Yeah.
Not now.
No. He definitely had. We all know he had potential to be the best ever, just as much as his brother Brat.
I think. I'll check this out.
Go on.
I think that Owen and Jeff should have stayed tag team. Fuck the Godfather stuff. Owen and Jeff should have stayed a tag team. Jeff wins the Inter like he does anyway off of Godfather. Owen doesn't win it. They're still a tag team. And then Jeff gets very nasty towards Deborah. Jeff gets nasty towards women. He attacks the old people, Mae Young Moolah. He's vile to China. Basically like they've done.
Yeah.
And Owen doesn't like it. He don't like seeing how Jeff's disrespecting a woman. So, anyway, the night of the pay-per-view, Unforgiven 99, Jeff and China for the IC. Jeff's got China beat. Owen comes out, and Owen's the one who hits Jeff over the head with the guitar. Owen's automatically a babyface then. And that's at round the Survivor Series. Go with this Survivor Series. And then you can build then. From that foundation, you could do the Owen and Jericho stuff. Jericho's a red hot heel coming in against a brand new babyface in Owen. Because at the time, wasn't Jericho heel?
He was.
Benoit come in as heel.
Yeah. Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle, heel. Owen's your face. And Owen's the one. Can you imagine this? Owen and Chris Jericho versus Benoit and Angle.
Would have been good.
That's how I would have gone.
Here's another good one. Andrew Green has just said Owen Hart versus Rob Van Dam would have been brilliant.
Yeah, I could see that.
That would have been good.
I could definitely see that.
So the TDS wrestling show, DDC in spirit has said, my opinion, he would have been mid-card during Attitude Era, but he is of course a fantastic talent. Maybe a guy who could step in and make the champ look brilliant. Yeah, I agree, Darren. He's right. But the fantasy booking with Owen Hart is just, you can go crazy. I like what I quite like what you said actually with the little storyline, turning face again and
Working with all them.
working all those new guys that have come in as heels.
Because they did. Perry Saturn was a heel. Owen and Perry Saturn, Owen and Malenko. You can get some good matches out of that.
Yeah,
But the trouble is, they were all heels.
yeah,
Heel wrestlers. And I think at Owen's last year in wrestling in 2000, he needs to be a face. He needs to get that love.
yeah.
Who wants to have that last year as a heel? It's like, you're not going to get the love, are you?
Yeah,
As much.
It was around November of '97 where he signed another 3-year deal.
Yeah. Yeah, and that would have done him.
Yeah,
But by that point, you think Owen could have made Angle, Jericho, megastars. Benoit, not so much, needed it.
Guerrero. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very true, Tyler.
And yet again, Tyler, Guerrero, heel.
Yeah, that would have been so good. That would have been fucking amazing.
Owen Hart versus Eddie Guerrero over the European Championship. That would have been good.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it struggled. You know, now we got the belt up. Talking about Attitude Era, we've got this belt. You know, let me put this belt up next to Owen. Like, it's difficult. I can see it and I can't see it. Do you know what I mean?
I could see more so that other sexy belt above my head.
The Winged Eagle
This one.
looked right on him in '97. It did look right. 94, sorry.
No, full, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is a hell of a belt. That is a hell of a belt. But
Better than any belt that he got from WWE today.
yeah.
That pisses over all the belts he got today in WWE.
All these belts in this room piss over the belts they've got today. Even the AEW belts, they're pretty good to be fair, but they have their moments.
Mind you, that Speed Championship's rather sexy.
I love your sarcasm there.
Yeah.
So,
The
right.
Hall of Fame shit.
Hall of Fame. What? Why? So here's the thing. This is what I want to talk about. Now that Vince McMahon is gone, it's got nothing to do with WWE. Martha Hart and her two children, Owen and Thea, is it?
Beautiful name.
Well, you know, Owen's two children and his widowed wife. They didn't want to have anything to do with WWE ever again because of what happened to Owen. Totally get it. Totally understand. More so because of Vince, probably because of how it was dealt with.
Yeah, they got more of the issue with. They had more of the problem with the way they handled it, more so than the way he died.
You got to think now. Now it's a totally different company run by the right people.
Yeah.
So I do feel like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and probably Triple H.
Triple H, man. Everyone knew Triple H was close with Owen.
Those two guys, they have got the power and the magic to make something happen to bring this man back home. That's where his Hall of Fame legacy, and that's where his memory needs to be left.
That's where he made his name.
At the moment, see, I'm starting to get a bit emotional about this because Owen Hart meant a lot to me. He really did. They're trying to keep Owen's legacy alive in AEW, doing this Owen Hart tournament, which it's okay. It's okay, but it doesn't feel right. And I feel like it's a dig at WWE, like, we got Owen's rights, we got Owen's rights. Especially with the way Tony's been dealing and talking about it. I've seen some of the stuff he said, and it makes me feel like a fucking 5-year-old talking about it, and it fucks me off. So basically what I'm trying to say is, and I'm going to say this right to the camera, I do not think Owen Hart's legacy should be left in a company where he had nothing to do with. That's where he needs to be. That is where Owen Hart's legacy needs to be left, and let everyone have the opportunity to be reminded of how great this guy was in the ring, how amazing he was, and how much of an even amazing person he was outside of the ring. Everything I've read, everything I've seen on YouTube and interviews and what people have said about Owen Hart, he was a great person. But I personally feel, and I think you would agree with me, that is where his legacy needs to be remembered too. Not over there, it needs to be remembered here.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I agree. I think everyone knows Owen deserves to be back in WWE. Him going to AEW, I think in some ways it was a good thing because Mark Henry's there. And everyone knows the situation with Mark and Owen. Mark Henry's there. Martha's trying to give Owen to the wrestling fans. And at the time, I get it why she wouldn't give it to WWE a couple of years ago because the monster was still there.
Yes.
So she wants to give Owen to the fans. But she needed a platform to give the fans Owen Hart. And she couldn't do it through WWE. So she went with AEW. So in some ways, I get it. I do really get it. And to be fair, like, I don't like AEW. It's not no secret. But I thought it was cool that they were doing the Owen Hart stuff. What they do with it going forward, I don't know. But the fact is that you could have him on a video game, even though video game sucks, but he's still on the video game. You could buy some merchandise. And the tournament things were Owen. It all sounded cool. But hopefully, yeah, we're getting back in WWE, but we'll wait and see.
It's wishful thinking, don't get me wrong. But like I said, I think there's two guys, Triple H and Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, are the only two people right now who have got that power behind them to approach Martha Hart and say, here's the situation. This is what we want to do for Owen. And, excuse me. Trying not to. I'm going to do it. He needs to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. To have Owen Hart, just imagine, just close your eyes and just imagine that freaking moment that will be for Owen to be able to return back here and have that Hall of Fame induction. We are never going to ever experience that type of vibe and that induction ever.
No.
We all know it's too late. Anyway, it's too late of an induction, but it's better late than never.
Bulldog's there. Brett's there. The Anvil's there.
Is Pillman's not there, is he? Brian Pillman. Don't think he is.
I think he is. I think Brian Pillman is a Hall of Famer.
Oh, okay.
Don't know.
I'm not sure if he is, actually.
Are you sure? I think he is, young man.
Is he? Brian Pillman, WWE.
No?
No, he's not. No.
Like a duck. Well, why isn't he in the Hall of Fame then?
I don't know.
I really thought he was. Well, maybe he can now with his son there.
Lexus King.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
Well, I think he will go into the Hall of Fame with his son being there for sure.
Yeah. I hope so.
But yeah, we need Owen and need Owen back. Back into WWE.
I just think that moment would be incredible. I don't get me wrong. I totally understand why Martha Hart has wanted nothing to do with WWE for 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, when did Vince fuck off? This year?
Pretty much.
January?
Pretty much.
Oh
like
no,
this-
it's even like
just before, wasn't it?
no, like he literally just sold all his shares. Like what? 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
So it's only been 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and we're already seeing videos of Owen on pay-per-views, on live events, on Premier pay-per-views, pay-per-views. But yeah, hopefully now when this thing with AEW finishes, should go to WWE.
Maybe. I hope
She ain't
so.
got no issue with Rock and Triple H.
No. At the end of the day, the reason why she never had anything, she didn't want nothing to do with WWE was because of the monster Vince McMahon.
And his little bitch team around him.
A premium live events.
That's what I mean. Well,
Well done, Darren.
that never worked for me.
It's play per view.
PLE, that's like something I would avoid back at school. And if it was PE in it, fuck that.
I used to like Pete Ed in my PE.
Oh, I fucking hated it, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was too busy smoking and eating burgers.
fair enough.
High jump. Here's your fucking high jump.
Bitch.
Yeah, you fucking bastard.
Oh dear. So right.
Fuck you, Mr. Parks.
So the legacy that's been left behind of Owen so far. He's been inducted in various like Pro Wrestling Hall of Fames and
Yeah.
other places like that. He's remembered in AEW right now to a degree. But really, his memory and his wrestling memory has been. It's kind of. Would you say he's become a bit of a forgotten superstar?
What, Owen?
Yeah. Over the years, because of how Martha's not wanted anything to do with wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah, to a degree I do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard. With Owen, when you think of Owen, you think of his death.
And this is what's.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah.
And WWE, they're to blame for his death. Hence why they lost $18 million. Like, yeah.
Yeah. It looks so weird without the belt. It does, Darren. It fell down. It nearly killed me. I would love to see a TDS high jump competition. Would you, Darren?
Ah, fuck that.
Well, it'll be me and you then, Darren.
I ain't got time for that shit.
And I would probably win, mate. Have you seen how athletic these legs are? Look at this. You can see the whole lot, Terry. Look at that.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Whoa. Look at those calf muscles.
Yeah, they're pretty impressive.
Yeah. They're pretty good. I've got a good pair of legs on me.
You have actually. You shave them.
Do you know what? No,
Shave them legs?
my hair's just fallen out. I'm not sure why.
Huh.
I'm rather sexy in my underwear down there. I
Well,
must
it's
say.
different.
Maybe, mate, my legs are pretty powerful
Mate.
too. Your legs aren't powerful, Darren. What are you on about, you bloody...
Maybe we should all do it in our pants next time.
Yeah,
Or thongs. If any of us wears thongs.
you wear a thong, don't you?
I don't wear anything.
I think you want to hide the do for a way.
It's only a skin tag.
Oh, is it?
They're different than the one on my neck. Yeah, it'd be all right.
All right. Anyway, so the legacy of Owen Hart being left, like I said, I feel like he's been forgotten over the last 25 years to a degree. I'll let you have a feel next week, mate. Ooh, Darren, that's disgusting.
I've actually got the biggest calf muscles out of us three.
You do. That's all those years working.
Yeah.
Working and walking on those freaking dust carts.
I'm afraid so.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on from legs. Owen Hart, his legacy. Yes, it's been forgotten. I think he has been forgotten to a degree, which is a shame. But you know, I think the AEW thing has helped a bit. I think now we saw we got King of the Ring coming up soon, which is next week, and they did a video package with this man in it, and I felt
Twice.
it felt good, didn't it?
Yeah.
And I felt like there's a glimmer of hope seeing that man in a WWE promo. And we've not seen Owen on a promo thing for a long time.
No.
I really, really hope. Haha, legs into legacy. Well done, Sam. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, anyway, I just hope that there's a chance that now that Vince is completely gone, disappeared, never to be seen again, that we can get Owen in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Andrew Green has said, I think WWE needs to own up to their own mistakes. I think Vince does, which he's gone. He kind of, bitch, fucking old bastard. So induct him in the Hall of Fame, and like I said before, change the Warrior Award to the Owen Hart Award. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Same with China. China needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, you're right there, Darren. She does. But it's so strange.
China in the Hall of Fame.
And Ashley Mazzaro. Hall of Fame worthy Ashley Mazzaro? I would question that personally.
Yeah.
China, though, she left a bigger impact than Ashley Mazzaro, in my opinion. But there you go. So
I think the Ashley Mazzaro thing would just be a good gesture for a family.
yeah,
Maybe that's what Darren means. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, well done, Darren. Yeah,
Well done, Darren.
well done. So I got another question for you. What would Owen Hart be doing today if he was still with us?
So he just would have turned
58, just turned 58.
Probably with his wife, mate.
Yeah,
Enjoying life. He probably would have got
58. No, 59. We were 59.
Probably would have got his fireman.
He's probably retired from being a firefighter by
He
now.
would have got a nice little pension from that and just enjoying life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he? I think he would have done wrestling conventions, like his brother. Like
Oh
his
fuck
brother.
me, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
He would have been someone I would have spent a lot of money on.
Yeah. Shit as it sounds, I'm one of them. Like, I never appreciated Owen until he died.
Yeah, I really.
Because
liked
obviously
Owen,
I've seen
yeah.
his 94 stuff, like 95, 96, 97. I've seen it all. But it took him to die for me to go re-watch all this stuff to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's. Oh dear. I would have spent so much money on the guy. But he hold on, I'm just trying to type something at the same time doing. Oh. Hold on, guys.
Hold on, guys. One minute. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just getting something ready for later. That's all. So, yeah, I think as well, mate. I started watching Owen in '97, so I was dipping in and out. So probably from about May or June of '97 is when I started watching WWF and WCW at the same time. So I was doing both. So I didn't really appreciate a lot of Owen, but I really did like Owen, especially in '98. That's when I fell in love with Owen Hart. And then '99, and then that,
99 was a bad year.
It wasn't the great, no.
Not obviously because of his death, but just the way he was booked.
Yeah.
I mean, 98. Yeah, I loved his feud with Shamrock. I mean, that's that was a feud of the summer for me.
So him and Shamrock have a good match.
2.
Yeah, which one is it they have at SummerSlam? Is that the
Lions Den.
Lions Den, yeah.
And then the Dungeon was the month before.
Dungeon is it fully loaded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I love fully loaded for some reasons.
I like that Dungeon match.
I think 1998, guys, and I'm telling you now, Darren, you need to watch 1998. It is fucking brilliant. I just think it's a bloody good year. By the way, Darren, when you're here next, I'll have to fucking get it on. Get some water, mate.
Yeah. I put together, I don't know if you've seen it, I put together the 15 greatest WWE Owen Hart matches.
Okay, go on then. Do you know? Oh, you don't know.
I sent them on our chat.
Oh, did you? Right, okay.
Well, there was 14, but there is 15. There's so many matches. The 15 one would be Owen and Savio.
Right, okay.
So that's the 15. Another match of Owen Hart's that never gets spoken about, and I tell you what, he was so over, and we've reviewed this event twice already by mistake. But one not only 97, Owen Invader, like,
oh my god, yeah,
that match stole a show. That honestly, that match was incredible. It's probably Invader's best match in WWE. Really good.
I can do that for this Double or Nothing Shambolic episode. Do what, Darren? What are you on about, Darren? Anyway, Andrew Green has said something quite interesting. I love Owen Hart early NWA matches. I've watched the odd thing here and there, but I really like some of Owen's Japanese... Get water. Oh, yeah, get water, Darren. Well done, Darren. Well done, Darren. Yeah, so what am I on about?
NWA.
Yeah,
stuff.
I've seen bits. I've seen some of his Japanese stuff, which I thought was bloody amazing. Yeah, that is good stuff. One of the best matches I've seen that happened out of Japan was British Bulldog versus Dynamite Kid.
Owen?
No, British Bulldog and Dynamite Kid was one really good match out of Japan.
Oh, against each other?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was bloody amazing.
I don't watch anything but WWE.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
If you were to watch just Owen stuff and put it on YouTube, something would pop up from Japan.
Yeah.
You'd appreciate how good he was.
Yeah, no.
This guy as a wrestler was one of the best there is ever.
I'm missing a lot of good wrestling, especially from the early NWA days. Apparently, like, that was shit hot.
Have you ever watched Sting versus Ric Flair?
No. I've never seen that. I've never seen nothing. I've never seen the Steamboats, the Dusty Rhodes. I've never seen none of it.
There's some pretty cool Dusty Rhodes stuff. He's not the best wrestler, but the charisma in the ring and how he does stuff is great.
I've literally, like,
oh, God.
when I started in WWF, I fell in love with WWF, and as I gotten older, I've gone back to watch the old stuff many years, right back to even the 70s WWE, the 80s of WWF, and there's so much of WWEF that I haven't even watched yet. Then I just never found time to watch other stuff.
Yeah, it's hard. I do get it. It's hard.
I mean, ECW, I watched bits when I was a kid, but I just don't have time now. WCW, I've gone and watched stuff that I wanted to, but yeah, that's shit now. I can't watch it.
Where did you get to?
I got to, so I started in 97, which is awesome. 98, which is very good. I got to March, April 99. Then it's shambles. And if I'm not enjoying it, I won't watch it.
No.
And I spent many nights, many arguments with the ex about things because I wanted to watch WCW Nitro for the pay-per-views. And, yeah, I just didn't enjoy it, so I stopped watching.
Yeah.
Because it got shit. Yeah, that's how I am. If I don't like it, I won't watch it.
Fair enough.
NXT can fuck off as well.
This is the thing, so where would I see Owen Hart today? I think he would have done a bet. No disrespect to Shawn Michaels, but Black and Gold NXT when Triple H was running it, you can't get better than that.
Why is Shawn Michaels so bad?
I don't understand what he's doing. I don't know whether it's the people they've got in, but I think Owen Hart would be doing a fantastic job training a lot of these guys. If he was still involved, like he would be like the ultimate trainer.
Can't they like change the performance center to like the new revamp of the Hart Dungeon and let Owen, Brett, and Natalia work there? That would have been pretty cool.
That would have been cool, yeah.
Get Kid down there as well.
Again, like if British Bulldog was still around as well, you know?
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen like Owen and Bulldog maybe come out and do the odd tag match, even in their like late 50s, just doing like one match. It's just that would have been so cool to see, you know?
Yeah.
It would have been just brilliant.
To this day, and it always will be this for me, the one tag team that never won gold was the Hart Brothers. That's the one tag team I think should have won gold.
Didn't they briefly win, but it didn't count or something?
Well, Brett and Owen.
Yeah.
Let me go back. Where we go?
I think this is 93, 92, 93.
Brett and Owen as a tag team would have been 94. End of 93. I can't remember. Can't remember that off the top of my head. You basically pulled on my trousers there.
No, he didn't. Yokozuna, British Bulldog, and Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, yeah. No, they never won the belts.
No.
No, never.
I feel like there was an occasion or something. I can't remember. Like when they were supposed to win. Oh, I can't remember now. I've definitely read something along the lines.
Yeah. But, yeah. They will forever for me. What did he win? Yeah. Yeah, they'll be forever like the team that should have won for me.
Yeah. My favorite one of my favorite tag teams of all time is Owen Hart and the British Bulldog.
And me.
I feel like having... Oh, shit. Here we go. Because I remember talking about this. It was last year. You and I were doing stuff. And
Beg your pardon?
we were doing our podcast.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
one of them.
Just get that straight in.
Yeah, just so you know. I love them two as a tag team. I love that European final tournament match in Berlin. And I just think it's sad that both of them two have gone, both in their 30s, both very tragic passings. Like, I don't know. Like, did you feel like you had a tiny bit? For me, because I'm a bit of a mark when it comes to British wrestlers, especially ones that have made it in big time in America. British Bulldog's like one of my favourites ever. And I visited his grave last year with you. I kind of felt very surreal, felt strange, but
Yeah, very strange.
it felt to me like I kind of had my moment. You know, I remember finding out that the British Bulldog died, which, funny enough, he only died 22 years ago yesterday.
Don't know.
But anyway, my mate Lambert rung me up, and I was walking my old dog. Well, I wasn't old at the time. my old Labrador Paddy.
Paddy the paddle.
Yeah, Padjules. The pooch of all pooches. I was walking him, about a mile away from here, which is in a field which has what we call the hollow. It's a fucking great big hole in a big tree. And he rung me up to tell me that the British Bulldog had died. And I remember, like, what the fuck is going on? I was 13 years old. That's how I remember finding out how the British Bulldog died. And I couldn't help but just think about Owen Hart straight away. It just really was just like, holy shit. Like, my favourite tag team is gone. Ever. Completely gone. And the next thing you know, I was thinking, fuck me, Brett's going to be gone soon. And Brett was my guy. Fucking loved Bret Hart, you know?
Me and my brother, we were very much the British Bulldog for us. All the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were Bulldogs. Yeah. Yeah, I think Bulldog, I'm going to be honest with you. I'll be really honest. think Bulldog's death hit me the hardest ever.
Wow, did it?
Yeah. Yeah, Bulldog.
I think for me it was the other way, only because Bulldog had been out the picture for so long.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that one hit me the hardest, for sure.
To be fair, I think we're going to have to do an episode on the British Bulldog sooner rather than later. You know, we're on the right lines, but
Yeah, I think a lot of people would like to see a British Bulldog episode.
yeah, we were thinking about it a while ago because they'd just done an A&E documentary. Which did you ever get a chance to watch that? Because
Yes, I did. Yeah,
you did, yeah.
Yeah.
Before it was taken down off YouTube, because Georgia Hart put it on the British Bulldog YouTube page. Thank you very much, Georgia Hart, for that. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I was in tears, like I was emotional, in tears, watching some of the things Georgia Hart was saying about her dad and what had happened to him in the last couple of years of his life, where he was messed up on drugs.
Yeah,
He was just passing out, and they were crying and "Wake up, Dad!" And he was just not the right. He wasn't the right person. Like drugs had ruined him, absolutely ruined him. And then he'd gone off. He split up from Diana, and I think everyone knows what happened. But very, very. It's sad. It's sad.
I mean, all wrestling deaths are sad.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyler, Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, that was a hard one.
That was hard. I walked out. I walked out of school for about 30 minutes because of that. I was in so much shock.
I was at work. I was working at that point.
I was in sixth form.
Yeah, I think I was working with your dad. Funny enough.
Wow, really?
No, I was working with your dad. I was working with your dad when I got the phone call from my brother to tell me that Chris Benoit's been murdered.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah. He said there's been an accident. Somebody's gone into the Benoit's home, they're assuming, and he murdered Benoit, his wife, and his child.
Bloody hell, Tyler! You were very young. We were, God, yeah. So,
A triple murder.
yeah. So, like for Owen, I was 10. You were you were
I was
11, 12. Coming up 12.
Yeah, I was coming up 12.
So, yeah, and Bulldog, I was 13. You were coming up 15.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Near enough around the same dates then
Yeah.
of their deaths.
But, yeah, it's only... Yeah, it's 3 years between the deaths, but...
And their birthdays, and they're same time as well, I'm assuming.
I think Bulldog's a little bit... When is...
Well, how long ago Bulldogs, was it?
I don't know. Why can't I go British Bulldog? Why can't I click on British Bulldog? Why is this? Oh, it's all right. I'll just do...
There we go.
November the 27th, 1962.
Oh, right. Maybe not then.
Oh, he's 3 years older than Owen anyway.
Ah.
There we go.
I'm a little bit out.
Just a little bit. How are we doing on the other page? Oh dear. Yeah. I was in Mummy's belly, I think, when did he die? So Owen Hart died on May the 23rd, 1999. You were born in 98, Tyler, so you weren't quite a stain on your dad's tissue, but you were around. But Eddie Guerrero's one definitely got me. Yeah, that got me. But
98.
you were a year old, Tyler. Holy shit, the bed, boyo. You were just a little baby.
All right, Tyler, what month were you born in 98? I'm intrigued.
Me too.
Me and Sam will break it down to you.
We're gonna break it down. Drum roll.
Come on, Tyler. July 98, Sam.
Fully loaded. You're a fully loaded
You're
boy.
a fully loaded baby.
Sable on her boobs. And and not just that, Jackie's boobs fall out too.
Yeah, Jackie, whole boobs.
Oh, you were born in a very good month, mate. July of 98.
Yeah.
Jesus, I was 9 years old.
That was when we were talking about the Stuart Dungeon match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, Tyler.
Yeah, well done, Tyler.
Tyler, I don't know if you've watched much of the Attitude Era because you were born in the Attitude Era. You need to watch 1998. Fucking hell, man, that's a great year. It's such a good year to watch. Bloody brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Anyway, I think basically I love Owen Hart. He is one of my favourites of all time. I got to go rewatch. Yeah, you do need to rewatch 98. You need to do that. Owen Hart, though, he is... I'm just going to take it out of what Brett would say. He's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. He was fantastic. He was incredible. He was underrated. His legacy needs to be lived on for even more than what it is now. We need him in the WWE Hall of Fame. Martha, if you're watching this, I highly doubt. But please, please, please talk to Dwayne Johnson and Paul Levesque. Get Owen in the Hall of Fame. We need it. We all want it. We all need it. We need it.
Do you know what sucks the most?
Go on.
That the Hart family in wrestling's like in WWE's like coming to an end. Like
even Natalia is about to retire, or contract's ending as well, isn't it?
then what do we have then?
That's it. That's it. There's nothing left.
Fuck.
Harry Smith is the only one. That's it, and he's not even involved in WWE in any form of way.
Nah. It's a shame. You don't really hear of any of these up and coming Hart kids like coming through the rankings, which I don't fucking blame them, to be honest. The Harts and wrestling are a bit cursed.
It's sad. They have been cursed since November the 9th, 1997. Screw job. And from that point, it's just got worse and worse and worse. Like, the happiest times for the Hart family were in 1997 up until...
I think that's why the Canadian Stampede just means so much.
Oh, so good, yeah.
And I recommend that pay-per-view to anyone, Canadian Stampede. It's very good.
Right then, guys, that's us done on Owen Hart. Check him out. Find out more about him. Watch some of his matches. He was incredible. So, moving on. Next week, we're doing a live watch-along. On Saturday, WWE King and Queen of the Ring 2024. We're going to be live about 5 p.m. UK time.
Yeah.
Which is 12 p.m. Eastern time in the States, which is going to be quite good for you guys as well. So, come sa, not bad going.
Come watch it with us.
Come watch us with the boyos. Hopefully you can watch it on Pro Wrestling World as well. We'll get that fired up and chuck some chalk and some coal in there, and that should be ready to roll.
Billy Ospreay is going to be here.
Unfortunately, DDC is not going to be with us next week. But Billy Ospreay, Umi Mashups, or Liam Bloody Johnson, the nephew of Terry Bloody Johnson, he will be here standing in to help.
It's going to come out a better pay-per-view for him.
Why is this?
Because of the main event.
This is why I thought it was fitting, because he's a big Logan Paul fan. I'm a big Cody Crybaby.
He's a Cody Crybaby too.
This is going to be good for him.
And I said to him, I said, this match to you is like a Sean versus like Brett to me.
Yeah.
Like these are his boys.
Yeah. I did have a thought. If DDC is able to come and things change, we'll have 4 of us here next week. It's going to get fucking warm in here. But it'll be interesting.
We're fit, won't we?
Yeah, I'll just grab.
Yeah, be all right.
Yeah, he'd be right.
Yeah.
Umi's only tiny anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So, anyway, guys, so we will be live next Saturday at 5 p.m. UK time and 12 p.m. Eastern time for you guys in the United States of America. Doing King and Queen of the Ring live watch along. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to this one.
Fuck the Queens.
Women's wrestling right now is not the best, I must say. But
Fucking Nia Jax shit.
Nia Jax over freaking Jade Cargill.
What the fuck was that? I seen the match come up and I thought, I don't watch this women's shit. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give it a go. This is this Jade I hear about. This is fucking Nia bitch.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you get disqualified?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Nia Jax. Go to TNA.
Go to.
And Jade, you can just piss off wherever. I ain't got time for this shit. I can't watch it.
Terry struggles with women's wrestling, just so everybody knows. Right now, I'm struggling a bit. As
Yeah,
well.
because every time. Fuck off. Do a fucking 450 splash, you bitch.
So what else has been going on? I'll see you, boyos. So Tyler, what's Tyler said? What has Tyler Pemberton said? I'll see you, boyos. Then, Darren. Hope to see you back soon. Have a good night, boyos. Well, thank you, Tyler. Thank you, buddy.
Tyler.
Tyler Pemberton, everybody. Andrew Green and all the other fans of
Yeah,
the TDS Wrestling
that's
Show
about
Pro
it.
Wrestling World.
Just 82 boyos.
And of course, DDC is here in spirit. So,
Bye, me. Josh was here, but for some reason he panicked and fucked off.
he did. Right, everybody, you have been listening to Sam Watts, Terry Bloody Johnson, and DDC in spirit with a bang. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we shall see you next week, where we'll be doing King and Queen of the Ring live watch along. We see you guys next week. Sayonara.